welcome back to some more CBK action. I'm your caster Dunk, and with you guys I have a very esteemed guest, as I slowly mute the background. Very esteemed guest. He's not been in CBKs in this position before, but he's one of the guys putting his hat forward to commentate. It's none other than Mr. Popo, the blocking god. Popo, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing actually pretty good today. I had school, had a rough week, but now I can finally enjoy some games and also for the first time on the commentary side. So I'm really excited, to be honest, since I've never obviously commentated, but maybe I will like it. We will see. Hope you're doing well as well, Dunk. I hope.
I'm alive, and we'll take that as the bare minimum. But just looking at the players who are going to be jumping in today, it's going to pop up on your screens now. We've got Rice, Nago, someone I'm going to call Wixie, Reginio, Oniro, and Hiley going up in a 6-player round robin first to 2. Remember, very important first to 2 tournament to qualify for Wanted, and a lot of these players I've never heard of before or never seen play, so this is going to be all new to me. But I just wanted to ask you, Mr. Pablo, when you're in tournament and you see a name that you've never seen before, or even in Wanted, you see a name that you've never seen before, you've never seen them play, how does that make you feel? What goes through your head?
Actually, I'm not too scared. Like, if I don't know the player or the player's name, I'm usually not too scared, to be honest, but obviously there's the factor, like, what team does he play? Is he playing, like, an ambiguous team, like, for example, using Muten Roshi, since I'm not too familiar with Muten Roshi, so, like, these type of players can be very scary, but usually I'm not, like, that scared, so I'm going with a positive mindset.
Well, we'll try and see if any of these players can maybe make you a little scared and perhaps be the next person going up in Wanted. It's Rice going up against Nago. And I haven't seen these players play before, but their teams look very, very unique, to say the least. We've got Gojira on one side, and then I think of Videl on Nago's side. As we skip the intros and get right into it. And Popo, first thought, just give me your thoughts on the teams. What do you think about them?
Very interesting teams. I've never seen these type of teams before, so I'm excited, especially Videl. I mean, who plays Videl? She needs a reflect, but you see she has mixed. Oh, no tech on the DR. It's already starting.
The first one.
I'm not saying anything though, since it's online, so who knows?
And just defensively, I think a lot of people online just refuse to take any sort of mix. That's why you saw Nago spark up immediately, wants to get back in a position of momentum, and he does with the 6M. Napa helping with the confirm. Now it's Rice's turn. What do you do on defense here?
Or sparking, that's a good choice. Saving your character, it's always the best choice.
And like when you're in a situation where you've used your spark, are you trying to go on the offensive again, or are you just trying to take your time and relax?
I personally really try to go on my offensive since
online, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Like I said, I usually try to go on my offensive since you've spent your sparking, and if your opponent did not spend the sparking, try to make him spark. Since if you do not use the opportunity, it's really hard once your opponent sparks, since you have to hold the pressure, and it's not really like good, especially with Nagosi, for example. Yes, like Napla with G2 are very, very dangerous with sparking, so try to actually make them spark before your spark completely runs out. So immediately go on the offensive side.
That's actually what we saw happen. Nago goes on the offensive and managed to lock down Rice, get enough hits to get rid of that adult Gohan, and now it's Piccolo he has to deal with. Gets him with the low. Now he has to somehow find a way to block, but no, he misses.
So he gets a combo though. Oh, it's fine. Okay, now it's time for Schmecks.
I'm not sure if you can block this one.
Oh, ooh. Combo. Oh, I don't know what's happening. I definitely do not know this character, but oh, he got fencing, nice.
Oh, that was a nice S in the air to catch him. We'll lock him down in the corner.
Gogeta, wow, what a twitch.
But what a JM coming up from Gogeta. That should be like enable him to get Gogeta out of there if he wants to. But then it becomes a question of like, do you want your last character to be your best character or the character with more health? What do you usually go for?
I want my last character with the most health. Like, Piccolo should be the one that should be the last character, but obviously, wow. Oh, I really dislike this character. I hate this character.
I know you have a personal distaste for Nappa as he hits another 2H.
Wow. I know we have the problem. Gogeta with not that much health. And he's, in my opinion, the worst anchor ever. Like, there's not a worse anchor than him. So it's not looking good for our eyes.
Worst anchor is a very strong thing to say, and honestly, I don't disagree with you. His neutral, is, quote unquote neutral, isn't that good, and you know he can use assists to make the most of it. But Nago will get that DR, and he's going to take game number 1. And remember, it's first to 2, so Nago's on set point.
Like, the problem with Gogeta is his neutral isn't that bad with assists, but if he doesn't have any assists, he just cannot like get into you and just to pressure. He just can't. And since literally everything he does is unsafe, like he throws the beam when you are minus 200 frames or something, like, it's very bad. It's very, very bad.
Like when you don't have anything to help you make yourself safe, it limits your options a lot in the neutral game, and also just when you're in boxing or anything like that. But Nago going to take that first game. Rice gonna have to come up with something new. I want to see more from that Piccolo. We didn't really get to see Piccolo do much. He got armor breaker by Nappa, and that was pretty much it. 2H and it was done. So we'll see. Can Rice make this comeback? He has to have a reverse sweep if he wants to take this game. And that's always one of the great things about having I'm going to call him a pro player. Just the pro player / student. Great 2H from Nago. But that's one of the best things, right? You have someone there who has a lot of insight in the game, and he'll be able to give us all of that as we go forward. Wow. The ML hit, but he still went for the command grab.
I really don't blame him, Rice, to get hit by that, because it's so hard to block, like command grab or just close in general. It's like so hard to block both things at the same time. So especially if you're not experienced against Vidal, you get opened up a lot. So yeah, that's a very scary team. Like if you, for example, don't know Nago and he's like the first opponent in the tournament, it's going to be very scary. It's a very scary team.
It's first to 2. There's not a lot of time to make that adjustment as well. So
exactly.
Rice gets that hell zone. He's going to lock him down with the orb. Doesn't get the confirm. It slid out of the corner slightly. Oh wow, Lordy, what a DR.
Invincible DR. Because of the explosion.
He's going to go for more Vidal pressure. Just stood there into the DR. And it looks like Rice is like scared of this Vidal now. You can see him trying to block for his life. I think that was Gohan connected there, but no confirm. You can see they're trying to play patiently.
Wow, that was nice. He whiffed buttons and then punished him for actually whiffing. So that was pretty good from Nago.
And now you're in a 1v3 situation, Rice. And Popo, if you're in this kind of situation, right, 1v3 with a Gohan, what are you thinking to apart from loss?
I'd be scared. I mean, Gohan also on his own is not like that good of a character. He doesn't have things to just get in and do pressure. And apart from a beam, he actually just have to outplay the opponent in neutral. Like, that's the only thing.
Sorry, my Alexa went off, but absolutely right. You have to outplay them a lot, but that 2H might be dead. He has both assists. Yeah.
It has to be, yeah. It has to be 7 bars. Yeah, it's damn.
And Nago is going to be able to take it on a big 2H TOD. And that's the first time we've had Todd Ring in a while. Well, first time I've had Todd Ring in a while.
Oh yeah, sure. I haven't seen one in a while.
Nice. The game sort of moved away from that sort of playstyle, right? Because we used to see a lot of people optimize their game around how can I hit this TOD. Like in Season 2, we had fuzzies, right? And if they hit you with the 2M and you guessed wrong on the fuzzy, your character would just get annihilated. But now we've sort of moved away from that. I think people prefer to use their spark a little bit more defensively. And, you know, once they get it out, just try to have really oppressive offense.
Yeah, I mean, like I already said, there are no snap or fuzzies, so TODs aren't that important anymore. And also, I think if you TOD the first character, I mean, it's alright, but the opponent still has like 2 characters with Spark and also like, at least like 3 or 4 meters. So there's still like a good chance you can come back. Like if your first character gets TOD, it doesn't mean that you are completely like lost or completely dead. So
and the first game Gonna go over to Nago. Nago's video looked really good, so I'm excited to see more from him. And I think the next game, if I'm not mistaken, is gonna be I can't say this name. Regina. I'm gonna say Regina. Regina going up against Highly, and again, two players we haven't necessarily seen before, but that's what Wanted is about, right? Anyone can come onto this. We got Mr. Popo over here, sorry, Mr. Popo on the desk today for casting, and I'm sure I can see a bunch of German in the chat, so you guys definitely supporting him, and I really do appreciate it. But Popo, since CBK is sort of where you started, like, what do you think is the biggest difference between like a CBK and Wanted?
Like the biggest difference would be how nervous you are, since you are on a CBK, like you are qualifying for Wanted. For example, if you lose or play bad, I guess you can say, like there's no, how can you say it? Like if you are on Wanted and you play bad and you don't play as good as you think you would, obviously many more people would see it, since Wanted is such a huge thing, and since you're also on Wanted, like it's a big online thing, you want to actually like prove that you are good, that you can actually take maybe the Wanted champ even. So that's like the huge difference. If you are Wanted, you want to win. If you don't win on CBK, you're like, maybe I can try like another time. But if you are Wanted and you don't get the opportunity you receive because of CBK, it's like, damn, I had this chance and now I didn't make it. So definitely the pressure is very high on Wanted.
And also, like, the way Wanted works as well, you have to make sure your showing on Wanted is good. That's a once in a while opportunity to jump into, right? Same with CBK to an extent, you get put to the back of the line and you won't come through. But if you on you don't show up, that can really hurt your confidence moving forward. And CBKs are a nice little primer to get ready for that. And you know, I've been on the CBK maybe 2 or 3 times, and it can get nerve-wracking, right? You're playing against people that you don't necessarily know. You've never heard their names. You can't watch videos back on them, so you have to be ready for any kind of playstyle, and that's what these players are doing today. Remember, guys, if you do enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe on Twitch. The name has changed. Not sure if you guys noticed. It's I am C4IQ. Make sure you subscribe. I think there's going to be a Skullgirls tournament very soon, so make sure you check that out. I believe it's the 15th of April, so make sure you guys are here for that. But every Monday, we should be having CBKs going on here. Remember, you can be here to watch the next up-and-comer, the next Mr. Popo. This is where they start.
Exactly, like I have also started online, so anyone here in CBK can be like a very good player, so who knows actually.
And also remember, you guys can catch all of the VODs over on YouTube. I think we're just about ready to get into the next game. It's going to be Hayali. Ooh, tough one. Hayali going up against Regina. But thank you very much for the sub, Aniro, or the follow. I believe that's a follow. But we'll get into the second game. Remember, guys, first to 2. And Mr. Popo, how do you feel? Because online, sorry, we've been playing a lot of first to 5, first to X series, long sets. I remember commentating first 7 between you and Kaiden a long time back. How do you feel about the first to 2 style that, you know, tournaments have kind of forgotten about now?
First to 2, I also offline, I really despise first to 2s. Like, no, I really don't like them. There's no real time to adapt. Like, obviously, if you're like a very solid player, very experienced player, you can adapt like maybe after 1 game, but it's very hard, and especially online. If you're playing someone that has a bad connection and you're only playing a first to 2 and you cannot adapt to the bad connection, it's hard. And if you lose, well, you cannot blame yourself, since online really is not the same as offline. Like, it's not even comparable. Like, I'm someone obviously who only played online, but offline is just completely different. Like, I also have a PS4 and I can also play offline. I'll just go into training mode, so I do know how it feels, and it's just completely different. It's definitely not the same. So,
I mean, you in Germany, in terms of top players, you have people like Xerox, people like Himios, but you guys can't play every day, you know? So online is sort of your alternative. And I know before quarantine ended, what tournaments did you go to? You went to World Tour Final, World Tour Finals. You went to France. Was it France or Spain?
Yes, UFA France, and also to Spain actually. I went to 3 tournaments last year, or well, 2019, 2 years ago.
And that was your first time in sort of a tournament setting, right?
Oh yeah.
And you had big shoes to fill. You had really big shoes to fill, right? Because you came in as the unknown entity. Everyone thought this guy could be a hacker, me included. First of all, apologies directly.
No problem.
But a lot of people really had big expectations for you. Like, how does that make you feel as a player going forward?
I was very scared, to be honest. Like, if if the people expect me to do well and expect me to, like, I don't know, defend like Luigi, and with all the people that were watching me, I was very nervous, and I was happy that I was actually able to like show that I'm obviously not an online warrior or not a hacker or something like that, but still the pressure before that was weird. Like, I was not able to sleep like at all, to be honest. It was not a good time, but after the tournament or within the tournament, it definitely got better, and I also really enjoyed it. So I had a lot of fun in tournaments. So if I don't enjoy the tournaments, I wouldn't go to them, but I did. So I really like tournaments, and after like that sort of like hacker fury went all over, I was a little bit more calm, and also I was told that just don't care what they expect from you, just play your best, so I don't get pressured. And that's also what I did on the LCQ, and I actually did better overall compared to my other tournaments. So yeah, I was hoping maybe the next tournament I can do even better now, and well, Corona happened, so well, that's bad. But yeah, finally starting our match right now. Hayali against Regino. I don't know both of them, so very interesting teams actually as well. I've never seen these type of teams, to be honest.
Black Krillin Tien is a definite strange one, but even stranger on the other side, it's Hit, 16, and Beerus. And right now, Hayali gonna take it to the corner, gets absolutely blown up by that 2H, and should have been big damage, but the drop is gonna be really negative there.
I think we probably could have killed, but he gets it, yeah, so doesn't matter.
And like when you're in situations like this as well, like you get a 2H, you really have to maximize that damage. You can't drop 2H combos, I think, in this same game. Like, you need that damage so you can put someone in a one-touch situation and really try and force their sparking. But Regina will take it anyway. It needs to clean up those drops. Just casual neutral at the moment. 16 command grab comes out. Was definitely scarier 2 seasons ago, I would say. But they still try and get the hit. There it is. Command grab into level 1 should be enough. Evens it up.
I mean, it's still very scary. It's a command grab. So if you get hit, you lose a lot of damage. So it's still very scary.
In season 1, it was heavy knockdown. Like, it was level 3 Oki. So
that was wow. Good times, I guess.
For who? Not me. Actually, for me, I played 16. I had a good time. So
I also had a good time. I also played 16, so I didn't have any problems with that.
As Regino is pressured towards the corner, the jail connects but not confirmed. And the super dash will connect and he vanishes. Maybe not necessarily had the corner, but another drop. And it's really scrambly play. Neither of these guys can really get forehand.
I think their nervousness definitely kicks in a little bit. I can see that. Oh, I don't know. That was a 5 starter. Oh, he gets the confirm anyway. Nice. Rejump. Nice.
It always whips me out when I see players hit like crazy rejumps for drop B&Bs.
Exactly.
But level 3 from Beerus. Okay, pretty good on this if he's in the corner. Did he go all the way? No, he don't get it.
Not exactly. Oh, Tien Spark. I definitely would not block Tien. Oh, drop again.
And that's a 2H. Just gonna be big damage. He has Krillin Rock to extend if he wants to. Nope, just gonna opt to absolutely destroy him with level 7.
Wow.
Ooh. Maybe a bit too much, but
a little bit of an overkill, but we take this.
It's 16 with Sparking, and there we go, it's popped. He's looking for that grab. The Super Dash will connect, and remember, Sparking will eat away that blue life. It drops.
Okay. Oh my.
Yeah, 2H will connect and he's
Yeah.
gonna try
What is
with the
happening?
DR reflected. No confirm on the 2L.
This is a spaghetti match. I don't know what's happening.
See, Popo I'll give you like a bit of a behind the scenes in the trades. When you're on commentary and the match is spaghetti, you look at it and you try and give them as many pluses as you can, even though you know what you're seeing isn't necessarily like the best gameplay. They're doing some things right. Like he had a reject combo for God's sake, right? But then he just needs to hit those confirms here and there. And I do think Regino plays well, but I definitely think Hayali can come back in the second game. But definitely a case of nerves. And like when you're nervous and you feel like you're dropping combos in there, what do you tend to do?
If I go for rejumps and I drop them and I'm not really feeling it, I'm not going for the hard combos. I'm just going for basic BNBs, and usually it's also better to go for usual BNBs. I mean, you see players like Kazunoko who really only do ABC combos, and Kazunoko literally won like 2 championships in Dragon Ball, so really hard combos are not needed, and if you don't feel it, just go for the simple ones.
Absolutely love the advice there. Hayali tries to take it, but doesn't finish that combo. Will hit with the super action. We should see knockdown. No, drop the vanish combo.
Wow, auto combo. We take that.
Yeah,
Okay, no drops. Nice. Okay. Ooh, what a DR.
Yeah, he had the read there on the uptake, but can't finish the
again?
combo.
What is that?
Now we'll tag out. Beerus is going to come in, and Regino needs to think about getting blackout, and he does. TN coming through. Maybe you don't want your anchor to come out like this in this situation, but
I mean, TN with 2 assists can work, but his whole purpose is actually just wait until you get limit break and kill every character with one combo. Like, that's like the whole gameplay from TN.
And it's reflected. And actually, C4 in the back of our ears let us know he's playing Goku Black B assist. And it's funny because I know what assist it is. I've just never seen anyone use it. Right? I think it's the auto combo ender. So it's really weird to see people use it. But you know what? This is what CBK is for. Try things new. As Krillin level 3 will come through, he tries to fake out, goes for the 5H to punish maybe a sparking, but great 2H comes out from Hayali.
Right. Please don't drop. Oh, nice. Why can I do the harder combos but cannot do a simple BNB?
You're asking a great question, Mr.
Oh, no, again?
It is really weird. Like, they can do combos that I really struggle to do. Like, I still struggle with rejumps, I would say. But he does it consistently, but the BNB is just not quite going down. But we're going to see Regino finally finish a combo off. Locking down, and they're sparking force from Hayali. But the dive kick!
Oh, nice. Again. Oh, no. Okay, don't drop it, please. Don't go for a rejump, just simple. You have to kill. Alright, no! Okay. No! Wow, okay. Just kill! You already had 7 meters. There was no reason to extend, but it's fine. He still gets the kill, so it's fine.
I heard Mr. Popo's fear that the hit scaling would be way too much, but he should be able to get this kill as well, right? Keep it simple.
Exactly. Keep it simple. He's dead.
And now Hayali in a very commanding position, 3v1, but it is Krillin with sparking. Very tough to deal with, I would say. Krillin, once he gets meter, is really actually really tough. He has got a bunch of great specials to spend meter on, but this team, I think, does a pretty good job of escaping Krillin. Wow.
For sure, especially with the 16 BSs. I'm actually a good fan of the BSs. I like to use Vegeta. I don't know, it's like the pressure you have because there's still like another Keyblades coming. So you're like, oh, should I reflect it? And then you bait them out with a DR. Like, I don't know, I really like that. I don't know why. Works for me.
That's the first DR.
Yes.
That's the first one, right? And it was a 21 hit DR, Mr. Popo. And you know how I feel about Mr. 21 hit DRs.
It's like the same when people playing Bardock and they only like hit him with like the one JM, but don't let it go with the full JM. Like if I see that, I'm getting triggered. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And imagine, like, I hate it seeing it. I hate losing to it worse. Like seeing people do it and then losing games to it is very irritating. But Rajano trying to make this comeback. He's got 2 kills. It's up to Beerus now. He's got 5 meters to work with. So any hit probably leads to death.
Oh, this should be death, please. Oh.
It's on a plate for him. Oh, but the 5LL will save him, and it's 1 apiece. But like you said, spaghetti games.
Very, very spaghetti games. Did not see like these type of games in a while, since I also started to play online way less. Like I'm not playing this game that much anymore, which is kind of unfortunate since it is like actually my favorite fighter game of all time. But I also like cannot play it. I play against random people online who lag, and maybe that PC isn't good enough, so it lags. I don't know why, but it's not playable for me anymore. So I need to just enjoy these games. And
I mean, like in terms of playing against the top players, though,
against top
kind of
players,
hard.
It's better because I know they don't play on Wi-Fi, but still it's very bad. Like against OB, I used to play with him a lot and also wasn't like really laggy. But nowadays we drop to 4 to 5 or even to 6 frames for no reason, and it cannot be my intent since I know like I don't have any issues right now, and also gets like to 2 frames again, but at some point it jumps to 6 frames again. So it cannot be my connection.
It must be OB's. We have to blame OB for that. But we're gonna get into the last game actually, and one of the disciples of OB, Hayali, playing that the hit. We got a hit, counter hit on that super dash. And needs to finish off these combos. Wow, Krillin rock assist.
Oh, please don't drop it. Oh. It's fine.
I can hear Mr. Popo getting slightly annoyed now at the drops. Guys, he's gonna get mad if you keep going.
I mean, it's simply BNBs, you really should have them down. Like, even if it's laggy, there is no real reason you should drop them, especially like after 2H where there is no real scaling. You have to use the opportunity. If not, it's very dangerous, especially in an offline tournament play. You have to have them down.
Hayali gonna get the hit. And we'll confirm that combo when he's ahead without using Sparky. 3v2, you can continue the offense here. Grab into assist. You should use the second grab.
Oh!
Bro, how are they hitting side switch combos but not being
I've never seen that type of combo.
What?
I'm impressed.
And I think he could have killed, but level 3, keep it safe. And honestly, you could genuinely force Sparky here. If Fajano wants to keep this Krillin alive. And he does, Sparking forced.
Okay, now it's the time to actually come back. Nice, that's a very good start.
Yeah, keeping it simple.
Yes, go for it. I would have done Krillin level 3 because he actually has mix, and if he gets hit, he can do another level 3 and then he dies, but it's fine. Going for the safe option. Maybe try to bait out the Sparky.
Okay,
nice damage. Oh, this should be death.
Yep.
I hope.
2 bar.
Yeah, 2 bar. 2 bars.
And you actually made a good point earlier, right? If you have 7 bar in a combo, and you're not like gonna kill with less meter if you keep going, you should just stop the combo, right? Stop the combo, spend the cash. You're not gonna gain anything else from it.
Like only the opponent gets more meters, so just finish the combo immediately as soon as you have like 7 meters.
High level analysis there from Mr. Popo, but the super dash will connect and not gonna be dead. He's missed that combo quite a few times. Really needs to go to the lab.
Wow. Good chance, and he gets the air to air. Nice. Okay, highly wins it. 2-1. Very interesting games. Haven't seen those in a while, but it was fun to watch.
I think it's like part of the problem, I think, with CBK or part of the problem with players coming on CBK. First of all, nerves, right? I think people get
Yes.
really nervous jumping on. And also because of like it's during a weekday, sometimes like before tournaments, sometimes I like to spend like the day before playing a lot of Dragon Ball just so I have everything on lock. You don't necessarily get that time. Maybe you get the day before, but you don't get that day, right? You come home at 5 o'clock and you have to play, be ready in the next 2 hours. But
Exactly.
we'll see if the players can maybe adapt. We'll actually have, I believe, I want to call his name is Wixie, but I want to call him Whiskey because that is such a cool way to spell it. But Wixie going up against Rice. We saw Rice in the first game. He lost to Nago. Oniro. Okay, sorry. My bad. We're going to have Oniro and Rice coming up. Do you know either of them, Mr. Popo?
I do know, right? Since I've played him like, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not too sure. But like it's like the only player I know in the CBK. I don't know any other players, so I'm interested on what team he will use. So Oniro. We need not have heard about this name, so I'm interested.
I've seen him online a couple of times. But you know, online, sometimes you go in and you don't really remember what you were doing or who you were playing. So this is basically a fresh slate. Whatever we see here is what you have. Oniro, probably really good. I'm gonna say he's good because I have faith. Just like you guys should have faith in the cause, in the process. And subscribe to C4IQ. Get some nice emotes. Also remember, jump in the Discord. You guys can join in, just like Mr. Popo is, just like all of these players. You get in on this commentary or game action. As we get into the first game of, I'm going to call him Whiskey. I don't care. Whiskey going up against Nero. You have to change your name now. And it's Cell on Cell Games Arena. Let's go.
Wow, they actually skipped it. Come on.
Is it like, what's the best intro in all of DBFZ?
It definitely sounds like, if it comes to for hype, then it sounds. I mean, on season 1, every tournament when the audience was screaming, that was hype.
I remember Evo finals, we'd have double cell yells and it was amazing.
It was amazing for sure.
And there's so many new characters now added, like this Broly going ham. And O'Neal, okay, he has these combos down. I can tell from the way he's doing them.
Yes. Finally. Oh, nice. He's using ESs from Blue. Okay.
I wonder why. Because a lot of people opt for the aces. And I think it's a really good assist.
Okay. Nice command grab. Okay, do we have to pass?
Oh, he does. Oh, he does. Let's. Okay. I'm not gonna say who I'm rooting for in the CBK. Right?
No. Okay, it's
reset.
fine.
It was a reset. Optimal reset.
Fine. Optimal reset, exactly. Like, from what I've seen right now, Onyu seems to be like a very solid player, for sure. Got the combos. He has a very strong team, a good team also.
Look at the decision making too, right? He hits a 2M and he goes straight into the heavy ground pound, right? And I love the decision because, well, first of all, it means he can TOD. Second of all, it cuts any blue life you get back from it, right? Because you started the combo with the heavy, the meter burn version. I'm calling it everything, but what it actually is. But he's gonna get that kill on that TOD, and now it's all up to Base Goku. Base Goku with 7 bars, definitely scary.
No sparking though, so it can be a little bit harder, but he still has like the command grab that can.
Oh, was that 5M?
Yeah, that was 5M.
He's gonna live, but if he does all of the character hits, takes him to the corner, puts himself in a good situation there.
For sure. I've seen a lot of players going for the dive and then into the Kamehameha. Don't do that. Because if you go immediately for the Kamehameha, it does more damage. So, I've seen a lot of players doing that, so he is never for me.
Mix?
Mix. It was a very harsh mix.
Yeah, after heavy dive kick, you can do that with pretty much any assist that gives me blocks on. And he's gonna go into that Broly level 1. And Amiro just absolutely stomping through Whiskey at the moment.
Sure, he looks very, very strong. But gets this, okay. Ooh, drops it. System connects.
And what a decision, right? He did backdash 236M. So it's like, even if you chase my backdash after the 6M, I'm still going to catch you with this armor move. And that should be enough to kill. Oniro, looking like the front runner in the CBKs. I have to say so myself.
For sure. I mean, from what I've seen, like it's from the other players, I can definitely tell that Oniro looks like who's going to take the CBK. Like that's my opinion. But who knows?
I mean, like when you are Mr. Popo, right? Your scouter for like player skill must be amazing. But is there any player that you've sort of seen play or watch games of that you didn't expect to be that good and completely change your mind?
I mean, since I wasn't even familiar with the players at all, I go blind to the players anyway, so there is like no expectation I had. I'm just watching it and then see, alright, this is a good player. This was like the exact thing right now with Oniro. I don't know him, but what I've seen right now, he looks to be like a very strong player. So, like I said, usually with no expectations, I'm just going through it and think, alright, that's a good player.
This is good play. Oh, we're getting to game number 2. Oniro 1-0 up against Whiskey, trying to close this one out. And remember, in round robin situations as well, you have to play every single person here, right? And sometimes that can suck because people see your playstyle and they can maybe counter it later on. You just have to make sure you're the strongest person in a Nero. Getting locked down by Whiskey at the moment. Nice.
Wow.
Do you wanna? Okay. You got any analysis there? Why would you go for a wake up to him?
I would have understood for a wake up 5L, since obviously he was doing like a cross up and he wouldn't, like he was expecting like an uptake, but a 2M was definitely like, wow, he knew he was going to it with a 2M, so respect for that.
And also a question on CSS actually. What are your opinions on CSS actually?
I really dislike them, and not in a way because they are maybe broken. I think they are just completely not worth it. I completely hate CSS. The cooldown is way too much, and I know it gets you, it gives you an easy confirm for combos, but I don't know. I really don't like them. The cooldown is way too much.
See, I used to hate them and I still do, but there's some CSS I look at and I'm like, yeah, this is great. Like this one, the beam assist.
This was great, yes.
So back in the day, when you get hit by a beam, it's like if it just clips you, you can sort of like, you get away from it and they can't get a full combo. But with CSS, if you get hit by one hit, you're gonna be confirmed easily. And that's one of the benefits I see of beam CSS. But like I said, the cooldown is a lot higher. Whiskey right now, holding his own. It's 2 characters apiece.
That reflect option, I mean, he already did a 5H, so there was really no reason to actually reflect, since he could have only done H56L afterwards. So he was plus anyway after the situation, so not a very good reflect, but happens often. And great bait.
Yeah, gonna get knocked down, locking him down. Here comes the mix. He blocks it this time.
Nice.
Yeah, the magic button online.
Exactly.
Level 3 will come out. This should kill. Sparking fading. Oh, he's just about alive for one hit.
Oh, the empty low. Nice.
Now it's all up to Gotenks. So Gotenks can definitely do this. Like, he has 7 bar to work with. All he needs is one hit. Take him to Ghost Oki, and you're in.
But obviously you have to take the hit first. Like people say Gotenks is like #1 character. What is he, by the way? People say that Gotenks is #1, and I can understand why, because Ghost Oki is so strong, but you actually have to get the hit first. And I usually never had problems against Gotenks players, because mid-screen Gotenks doesn't have any mix. And even in the corner, obviously he does have the SD plus assist mix, but because of his buttons, like he's not actually going to hit the low on every character. So his mix potential on his own or well with assist even in the corner is not that great. So like I said, you actually have to get the hit first. It's like the same with Bardo. So it's not that easy.
It's risky. Fighting for his life. We'll get hit as a super dash, but no confirming to anything else. That's guess for your life. But I like this. Just going back to neutral, but forcing towards him. Beam will connect.
No dash block. I don't blame him. I mean, I also feel the pain. So I'm sorry. You have to hold that. It's online. I'm so sorry.
Nice transfer sparking though. So still in the driver's seat. I would say random super dash will connect, and Nero will take it 2-0. But that's what happens online, right? Sometimes you get super dash and you weren't there to dash block it, or you weren't there to 2H, and that's it. That's the game. You lose your first two, and now you're in loser bracket. But luckily,
I know. Is my mouse higher now, or?
I mean, yeah, chat. Let us know if Mr. Popo is good. Hello.
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 Guys, let us know if Mr. Popo's mic's okay. To be honest, while we're waiting to check if his mic is okay, you guys should subscribe to MC4IQ on Twitch. Get yourself some nice emotes and also VODs on demand. But also, Mr. Popo, you said earlier you don't think Cortex is the #1 character in the game. Who do you think is? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I'm not too sure, because there are like many characters that can be at #1 spot, but for now I would say it's definitely Zebroni, because like the fact that he can mix every time, like you block the 5L and you have to take the 50-50 every time. And I know there are options. Yes, you can level 3, you can jump SD, but if that's like the case, why don't we just do it? Why do every people get hit by the command grip? Why do every people get level 3 and lose 60% because they did not jump? Like, no. I know there are options, but no, just no.
Considering you are the defensive god of Europe, right? That means a lot. You saying that Zebroli is tough to block is a lot, I think, to take in for some people, but like it is really tough, right? You get hit by 5L and now it's like, is he gonna DR me? Is he gonna 2M? Is he gonna command grab me? Is he gonna arm remove me? There are a slew of options that you can go to, and he's definitely, and even if he's not next to you 5Ling you, full screen he's a menace as well, right? 5L and 5S is really, really good. He can angle it upwards if he wants to. He has a quote-unquote beam. He has a barrier that can stop projectiles. So from now on, anyone who does play Zebroli, let them know that they're playing a very top-tier character. But I think we're gonna get into the next coming games. All right, so it's gonna be Whiskey going up against Rice. But looking at the standings, there you go. It's Nago, Hayali, and Nero with 1 game apiece. And yeah, right now I think we've all sort of touted Nero to be the best player here right now.
I'm rooting for Rice. Since I know him, and he's obviously also a German player, as well as Nago, I hope they do well and maybe even get a chance to Wanted. Like, I really hope they get what they wanted to and go to Wanted and show them, especially like Rice, because he's obviously like next to like Scarlet, who's actually doing very, very interesting combos. So I really hope he will do well. I really hope that.
He's got his chance to prove it. He's up against Whiskey. Gonna be a good game. His team is very strange. He plays Gogeta, Piccolo, and Gohan. And like, has he told you why he plays his team, or like what he likes about it?
He didn't tell me why he plays his team specifically, but I guess because he likes the characters. Like Gogeta is a very fun character as well as Piccolo. And I mean Aragorn is like the source character, so okay, that I don't know what happened.
So the
Don't
the
know.
perfect attack came out, but perfect Piccolo actually blew him up as it was coming out. But that would have been a happy birthday. Would have been 2 characters dead. So Rice,
Oh yeah. That
very
was
very
so,
lucky.
yeah.
Just going back to neutral.
Every
Chilling
time
out.
I see that beam, just so much pain. But
Cell
he
beam?
gets it. The Gogeta beam.
Oh, okay.
Since it's like so slow and it has like landing curvy as well for no reason.
Oh yeah, look at the squat. Very deep, and he's
Nice,
gonna hit with the
yeah.
DR. Has he got any fancy combos from here? Nope. Just keeps it simple, and I like that. Keep it very simple.
Oh, it's time for the 50. Or not?
No.
Oh, nice jump out of the. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Closes. Some pressure. Oh, nice. No hit. Oh my, what's happening?
This is scrambling.
Oh, what is super dash?
Plus. And he actually,
Wow.
whoa, it's a blue
Okay.
combo, but it's real. Okay, Ghost Loki. Pull it
Time.
out.
That
Oh.
was the mix. That was the mix.
There's the mix. The mix is there.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Please don't drop the combo.
I think he needs a vanishing? No. Okay,
That
nice.
should work, yes. Nice. Okay,
And
that's a
now,
good.
I actually have a question for you. Would you rather be on 2 characters with sparking or 3 characters with no sparking? All of the characters for her.
3 characters with no sparking, like for sure. 3 characters are so much stronger. Like
Yeah.
it's an assist game, a team game, and if you have like 1 less assist, it becomes so much harder to actually get into neutral. Like if you get into neutral with assist, then what can you do if you actually pressure them if you don't have your character who can mix on his own? So 2 assists are way more important.
Rice.
Wow.
Trying to get rid of that third assist. Now, this is actually really bad, right? He's got his anchor taken out here. Like, Space Goku
Yes,
gone. And the level up too.
that EXO elbow is so cheap.
Yeah. I've seen you use
So-
it a lot. It's a very, very good special. Plus frames.
Oh,
He just jumps out of it. He saw
Wait.
Piccolo.
Is it +1 or +2? I don't really remember.
I think it's plus 2.
+2? So you should actually be able to jump out or reliably jump out without you getting hit. So I can understand why Wise jumped out there. Oh,
Oh,
elbow. Nice.
it's so tough to block online.
Yes,
For me,
especially
offline too.
online. Nice.
Oh.
Definitely. No confirm. There was coming.
Has to be
frames
careful.
into all.
And I like that decision from Rice, right? Perfect
Yeah.
attack was possible.
Exactly.
So he did the JS to keep himself out of that situation. But level 3 will come from Whiskey. No mix mid-screen, so that should be fine. I say no mix. Vanishes. Oh, what a good block.
Nice, 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 nice.
Perfect attack will connect. And you should be able to take him to the corner. Yeah, keep it
Maybe.
simple.
No. No def, but...
Oh.
Oh, he gets it low there. Okay. Maybe I expected a 6M? I don't know.
But now it's Piccolo up against So, and he hasn't got a lot of health to work with either.
Oh!
And I
Wow.
don't even think that was a good decision normally because he could have empty vanished. He had a little bit of sparking left. He could have empty vanished behind that beam and got a free punish anyway.
Exactly, but... Still... Very good. Like, he set up the orb and like thought, okay, maybe I can like punch him to the orb and get a confirm, and that was actually pretty good.
It's 1-1 at the moment. Wondering, who do you think is going to take it? Just from the 2 games you've seen now.
It's hard because like we've only watched like 2 games and we cannot like really say who has the advantage here. But no, I'm a little bit biased, so I would say maybe Rise. But it can also go like either way, so it's definitely like we definitely do not know who's going to win this one. So it's definitely a very exciting match.
Gonna get right back into the players ready. Final game. Winner of this will take the points home. Rice, but he's lost already. I think Whiskey has as well, so both of them need these points now. Start off Gogeta versus Cell. You can see how patient Rice is trying to play. He managed to super that shouldn't get hit. I think he was trying to 5L, but oh, that was so weird. He was facing the complete wrong direction. And the 5M managed to connect. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, sure. Oh. No hit, but CS's gets to the easy confirm.
He's gonna vanish, bring himself. I'm okay with this ish.
I think keeping in Goatings would have been a better choice, but I mean, he gets the kill on Cell, so no regrets there. This will
That's
miss.
gonna work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
For the slow. And brings up base Goku. He's gonna get hit immediately as well. We should be able to go to the corner with the heavy chop. Oh no, the chop is still the combo.
Like, still gets the hit. Okay. It's time for level 3. Or zone, it's fine.
Zone again? I don't know. Oh, and sparking force from Whiskey immediately. Ooh.
Wow, what a crash. Except with Gogeta, almost. Oh, nice block. Oh, you cannot mash. There you are, minus. And 5M starter, this might be kill. I don't know.
We'll go finish it.
Nah, this is not good. Goatings level 1 does way too much damage, but he gets a 50-50 with EX. Rolling Crush. That was a
EX perfect attack. Yeah, he definitely baited the spark, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure if Rice knew about the situation because I would have sparked immediately, right?
Same.
That is really scary left right that Cell has for some reason. But then again, my training partner is ready. He's a Cell player, and he hits me with 2M now, so that's fine. Sparking force from Rice. Like you said, but once you get that sparking, it really is on you. You need to start to get that offense started.
Exactly. And now Rice has to defend. And good TP. I mean, he can always like keep himself safe by empty vanishing. So good decision. Wow. No.
That would have been no scaling of the EX legs.
Exactly. He definitely missed out a huge opportunity. I see. Okay.
The beam comes out, and that beat Goten's beam comes out too. And with 2 assists, I don't think this is dead. But, you know, I doubted him for a second. He should be able to kill. No!
I think he could have killed, but it was a little bit hard. Oh, he gets the art. I mean, if you get the art a lot, and even if you like not able to tag the Rs, like at some point, if you like always get 5 LD, you have to expect it and also like mash, like, oh,
that is not good. Whiskey had 3 characters,
German
but they were all bleeding. German internet.
German internet, maybe. Oh, I don't see Rice, so
German internet, baby.
yeah. Damn.
That's what feels bad, man. That always sucks. Because sometimes in Dragon Ball, you'll come back to the lobby screen and both players are there. And it's like, pain. But I think barring anything else, I think Whiskey will take that one. And it's such a hard way to lose.
Yeah. It was still like he still had, I think it was Gogeta left with full life, so there was definitely an opportunity to come back because Cell and Base School would have died with one combo, so that's if it's bad, it happens.
Yeah, really unfortunate there, but I think we'll get into the next game. And if I'm not mistaken, it should be Oniri, that's something completely else, Nero going up against Nago. And I think this is a very exciting match. Both of these guys look good in their first wins, and they were my favorite to win. But we'll see. Remember guys, if you can donate, subscribe. C4 IQ on Twitch. Get access to a bunch of votes. I'm in the autopilot like of commentary now. Oh, you can donate too apparently. So go forth and donate. But guys, if you are enjoying, make sure you retweet to your friends. Get them in chat too. I see Mamba in the chat. Senor Kappa, it's nice to see you in here. Freeze One Gaming, Ace K, Hikai, Abanuzu, that's a cool name. Mega X, Polydex, Sunshine, that's a great name too. Sunshine Ho, Nago 42, oh, well, that's Nago in there. In general, 1535, those are the names I see in chat. Thank you guys for joining us so much. Joining me and Mr. Popo on the commentary. And honestly, I want to ask Mr. Popo, what made you want to jump on commentary?
To be honest, I was really like interested at how like the whole commentary side of thing actually is, and since I'm someone who actually enjoys watching Dragon Ball, and especially online, because I'm not the one who actually has to play, and that did I miss that code? But so I was actually like, alright, maybe I should commentate, and since I'm, well, I hope I can consider myself as a top European player. When I'm on commentary, I also wanted to actually try to like give advices and try to explain certain situations that maybe chat or even you, Dank, won't understand like completely. So I can actually give you guys like the advice and the help why this certain player actually did it. So that's why actually I'm here to actually do it.
So I'm sorry, I tried to be professional. I tried to be very, very professional, but I think I did give me and I did laugh. But also, it is nice to get players on commentary. Honestly, like, there are so many situations that you understand better than any commentator knows, and it's always wonderful to get your thoughts out here. If honestly, like, if you ever want to be on commentary, guys, do exactly what Mr. Popo has done. Join the Discord and let C4 know. He'll put you on whenever he gets the chance. But yeah, no, I think people shouldn't be afraid to get players to jump on commentary more, and players shouldn't be like afraid. There's no bar to entry. We jump on here and talk shit. That's pretty much it. And it's nice to just get Popo. And also, I think some of the most fun commentary sessions I've had are with players like RMZ, Xerox. I was gonna say Leffen, Popo, but just having their insight is really, really nice. Are there any sort of times where you like listen to commentary and think, they got that one wrong?
It does happen a lot actually. Like, not a lot, but it does happen. And I'm like, it's not correct, but I guess it's fine for the viewers or something like that. But there are indeed some, I think, wrong calls commentators do, which is obviously like completely fine. Like, they are still humans, and obviously they don't know, like, or well, they do know the game, but they aren't like top players, like, I don't know, like Guichi or something like that. So it's completely fine to make mistakes. Like, I also make mistakes as a top player and also on the commentator side, so it's completely fine. But like I said, there are some wrong calls commentators do. So.
In terms of commentators, are there any of like your favorites? Who are your favorites in any game, to be honest? You don't have to say me. I'll be okay with it.
I mean, now that I'm here, I can actually say you, Dank. I've known you for like so many years now, and you are like, for me, you are like an OG commentator, I guess you could say, and also C4 included. You are like the OGs for me personally, so that gives like a huge like bias to me, obviously. But I also like commentators like Yipes, who always brings the hype, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy Yipes commentating, and also Sajam, who's also like actually giving a lot of good advice, and also analyzes very good. Like, I've also like watched many Dragon Ball sets he was commentating, and also obviously like Damascus, Tyrant, like all the commentators that actually are known, especially in Dragon Ball.
Okay,
It was
apologies,
1-0?
guys. You might not have heard that, but apparently it was 1-0 to Whiskey. So he's gonna take. Was it 1-0 to Rice? Okay, there we go. So 1-1 at the moment. So they're gonna play out that last game. And already Rice coming with he does not want to lose to German internet.
And it's also one of the reasons why I don't enter tournaments anymore. Like, not only because of the netcode, but also because of like Germany. Like, they have a lot of issues for no reason, and apparently they really don't care and don't want to fix it. So it's very bad, but it's not looking good for Rice.
Yeah, it's
He
been a
has to
bum
take the
situation.
50-50 now.
But will he? Sparking, remember, is there. Oh, I think he missed it just a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, that was really weird. The command grab didn't hit because he was in block stun, but it will hit there. Can vanish to confirm, and he does. And he'll try and take him all the way to the corner. Cell. Oh, sorry, not Cell. Piccolo will come out, level 1. And he keeps Gogeta safe. And the lockdown, nearly a happy birthday.
Nice.
So, what's the mix here? Like, another good question I actually want to ask you. On lockdown, in terms of like, if you have like, are you using your assist more for combo or for like Oki after lockdown? What do you think you're doing more?
It really depends on the situation. Like, also on the character, for example, like Gotenks, you should be using all of your assists all the time when you are comboing, because afterwards you will do Ghost Oki, and within the Ghost Oki, you will get your assist back, and so obviously for a character like Gotenks, you should be using all your assists for comboing, but like I said, it depends on the situation.
Absolutely. Now, Piccolo. A decent hit on Cell with the cross up, and we're going to see Hellzone come out. Next.
Oh, I could not see anything.
Yeah, he didn't really take the opportunity, but I think Whiskey also delayed it, so really missed all of that. But level 3 if he wants it. Yeah, there is, and he has an assist to confirm it. So he can go for the 50-50 here.
Exactly. Or he baits again the spark, but this time he didn't do the exploiting attack. Yeah. I think at this point, like, if you know the opponent does not spark at your Oki, or maybe he actually doesn't know the Oki, you can like reliably go for the 50-50. So that would be something I would have done, but also like I said, it depends. Oh.
It's like Whiskey is going for the second layer of the read without going for the first. Like, he hasn't conditioned Rice yet, and we don't even know if Rice knows about it, right? Obviously, me and you know about it on the desk here. Been hit by it, but maybe Rice just hasn't seen it yet.
Wow, that was curse.
He's in the lead, Whiskey. Oh, I'd say it's a pretty even game, actually. Oh, not anymore, though. Gogeta going to be out of here. And it's up to Gohan with 7 meter, and you already said Gohan adds up or German internet.
No, please.
There's losing 2-0 to German internet. Nice, he's still in, holding on. He's behind, but he's alive.
I think it's 6 frames. Like, I know it's not like the delay the players have, but there is a reason why C4 has 6 frames there. So maybe it's again Rice's internet? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It's German, man. He is getting hits. If you look at the very top, health bar's just about even.
Oh.
Oh!
Wow, what a block.
Where did he block though? Great time. I'm just
that
gonna
was
look
a
at the replay.
huge block, wow.
It was same side. It was same side, but I don't know how he blocked it, but he's gonna have to hold these plus frames right now. 2N. Oh, and I think he got caught trying to jump there. Oh no. DP comes out, that should be punished.
And this situation, you really should not DP. Like, there are so many options which he could have done. Like, maybe try to catch the uptick, or maybe just wait for the down tag or delay tag. That DP was more of a panic choice. So, really, next time, just try to block, especially against a character like Gotenks, who is not really like a mid-heavy character mid-screen. So, blocking would have been the safest option there.
And I mean, like, it is a bet it all situation. If you get hit by that 2H, you are gonna die, even if it's too early.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he really did bet it all there, and then Whiskey's gonna take it 2-1 over Rice. Rice probably a bit upset about the internet issues, because I think he was in a better situation last game, actually. He had a bunch of one-touch kills, but you know, it is what it is, and we'll try and play with what we have online. I think we're gonna go, if we do go to the scoreboard, yeah, there it is. Nago, Hayali, and Nero, Whiskey, all tied up. Rice not on the board yet. I think next game, Mothership will let me know in a second. Oh, you know what? I'm blind. Mothership has just reminded me that it is at the top right there. Learn to read, people. Nero going up against Nago. No, it doesn't matter what gender the person is. They are Mothership. Because they're taking care of us like we're babies. But Nago going up against Nero, this game should be a good one. I'm just ready to go immediately.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm excited for this set. So, I would say Oniwo would take it, but who knows? Nago has a very interesting team and also very unpopular team, I guess you could say. Napa, Videl aren't that popular. So who knows? Oh, same side.
He's gonna confirm more Super Dash back. And honestly, not having a Reflect versus Vegito feels very tough.
Speaking of Vegito, I'm pretty sure Oniwo did not use this team before.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
I think this is the
he
first
had
time we're seeing
Luku and Trunks, I think?
Yes, I do agree. So he's maybe just switching up. Maybe he has a different team he wants to show off. And like, there are some players like that, right? Like, there's Kane. He will play literally anything. So it's not unheard of. Let's see if he can make it work with this team. Ooh. He's dive kicking in a lot. He's using that as his get into a neutral.
DVR hits. This should be a kill.
Yep.
Yes.
And you know, I like that he kept it simple, right? Didn't use any assists. Was just like, okay, I have 2 bars to kill. Let me just kill. Online
exactly.
is online. And he's up a character now against Nero.
Oh, this will hurt.
And now in this situation, probably goes for Vanish? No, just wants to have it. Why? I see a lot of people doing that a lot more now. Is there any reason why?
You mean for the mid-screen knockdown?
Yes.
That's because, well, in the corner you cannot really mix with Vegito. So they tend, myself included, like just throw him to the mid-screen. And especially like if you, wow, what an armor. Especially if you do like proper Oki, like for example super jump, you can basically like react on what they are doing, up tech, delay tech, and then have them locked down in mid-screen, and they can actually mix with same side sword or cross-up JH. So that's why we tend to go for a mid-screen knockdown.
We're not going to see it anymore this game. Nago absolutely brawling with Nappa. I'm pretty sure we saw this again. He just reflects and then does armor breaker and will bait the guard cancel too. We also saw Cyberman come out and combo break for him. And should get the mix here.
Oh, he drops it. Armor again, maybe? Oh, no.
That should be dead. It should be Nago taking this first game. And this is like actually one. Oh, big drop. Trying to lock him down. Really good vanish there. He doesn't have that much HP, so any hit will do it. I'll break into Videl, gets hit by the low, and level 3.
Nago had like 5 opportunities to actually kill Oniwo, so I hope he won't lose, but I mean Oniwo has like 1 pixel left, so that would be a very tough comeback to do.
There's no way he loses, right?
Don't jinx it. Oh, alright.
And we'll take that first game. And one thing I do want to mention about this game, right? Nago took the game in a very first view manner. He was doing reflect armor. He was doing reflect, 5H, and like that in the first do is hella scary. Because if you lose to that, you don't have too many actual reads on what they're gonna do because they've just gone through a cycle of options. So I'm interested to see how Nero does going into the next game. He needs to make some massive reads to be able to take it. But we'll see. Obviously, when you take the game, you take the game. And I'm seeing someone in chat is called Mansa for Nago. I'm not sure what that means, but we're gonna assume he's a Nago fan.
So in this type of situation, when like your opponent did like all of the options he could possibly do, I would say go for the safest option and obviously block, keep blocking, or also just like jump. If you do like the armor thing, you can jump out of it because you are +5. You don't need to change. So the safest option would be just to jump and then to like get away with all the nonsense Nappa can do afterwards. So just jump and react to what he's doing. That's like the safest option.
Yeah, we're gonna see the dodge come into play for the first time. I already know your opinion on dodge, but I'll ask you, just for chat to hear, how do you feel about Vidal dodge?
I mean, I just have to say it, it's so bad. It's bad. Like, I've played Vidal, so I can actually say it. Oh, that Rotek was very cursed. I think it was because of the Cyberman. But as I said, that dodge is terrible. Like, please, remove it. Just give her a reflect. Like, you dodge, and if you time your... Wow.
Sorry, continue. That was Omega curse. You deal the 5 hits there.
If you time your button afterwards right, Vidal has to take the pressure again. And obviously you can dodge, but you can also just bait it. And if you reflect, you're already out of the pressure. Unless they have like an reflect-proof auto combo or like a reflect-proof normals, but that's not always the case. With Vidal, you are just taking the pressure, and that's like, bad. Why does she have that?
Oh, don't ask me. We have to ask Bandai or Oxys. Right now, Nero in the driver's seat. His upper character got rid of Nago sparking, but it's Vidal coming forward. I love that backdash. Get yourself out of that situation. Now go back to neutral. Ooh. And honestly, Nago and Nero, they both look pretty solid. It should be interesting. A bit scrambly there, but we'll get the hit. I love his decision to go into the heavy stomp again, extend the combo, don't spend any meter, be as optimal as you can, and now it's all up to Vegeta.
I mean, Vegeta on his own is definitely a very solid character. Like, he can hit you like randomly in neutral with like the EX kicks, and you lose like 80% of your health because of limit break. But and he also has mix, so that's a very good thing.
So now it's gonna be Broly. Keeps it meaty, and we'll block the guard cancel, and that should be dead. Look at the damage on this. Goes to the side switch as well, so he can get an even better extension in the combo, in the corner, sorry, and that should be dead, right? Come on, grab.
Yeah, this stuff.
And I love the decisions Nero's making, right? He's gonna tie up to 1-1, but you saw there at the end, he used half a bar, because why not? Do extra damage, and then spend your meter. A lot of people need to start either A, using meter at the start of the combo because they made it so a bunch of people can extend that. You have heavy kicks for Vegito. I know Broly can do it, but basically a lot of characters in the game can do it now. But also use that meter at the end of the combo. If you got 2.5 bar, spend the half bar, and then go for your meter stuff at the end, so you can do some more extra damage. I really love the decision making there from Nero. But it's gonna go down to last game. We'll see who will take it. Someone's computer here is a total bro. If you try and word drop me, I will ignore you. I'm too bougie now. If you want a word drop, I need to see bits in the chat. That's how we rolling now. I'm violent with it. I'm joking, guys. I will use the word. I'm sorry. Please don't fire me. But we'll get back into the next game. Nago up against Nero. One of these has nice jump at your H.
Wow. Yeah, it really be like that sometimes.
I'm seeing a lot of German in the chat. Like these guys are actually like trying to support their boy. I don't know what they're saying, but they're definitely supporting their boy.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely supporting you. I actually never seen so many people, so many German people.
Oh my goodness. Please, Mr. Popo is having his first day of commentary. Get your word blocks out of here. Oh, your word removes out of here. But anyway, Nero goes down the character and has no sparking.
What a Dragon Ball moment. That's where they just crossed them up. Damn, actually got outplayed.
Level 3, I like this. Is it the earlier level 3 the better? Because it adds more damage to your supers or your special moves. Really nice.
Oh! Reflect. Can punish. Hero ball tag. Yeah, I knew it.
Oh, see, he's trying to. Popo is trying to play the game on the desk. He said, reflect. I know you're gonna roll tag. Try and punish. Really nice.
Wow. Comment per hit.
And look at the combo. Like Brody can extend off what feels like anything. Why do you think we don't see more Espo?
I think it's because of his buttons. Like his frame data is not really great. Like everything he does is unsafe compared to like Z Broly, who has a better command grab, who has normals that are -2 and not -10. So it's like, why would you play S Broly if you have Z Broly? So that's like the unfortunate thing about S Broly. That's why he isn't not played like that often, because he gets overshadowed by Z Broly. Wow, 112.
I think he could have punished that Vanish actually if he had his dash after Super Dash. But he'll take the kill on Videl regardless. No, he went for the re-jump.
There was no reason to re-jump. You could have killed. Oh no.
And like what I want to see from a lot of these players, right? If you hit a big button like 5H, 2M, 2H, really, first of all, keep your combo simple, but also just try and use your assist to get that extra damage. It's not often that you get those hits.
What's happening?
Level 1 should come out. It should be enough to kill Nago on the verge of taking this one. It's going to be a lot to S Broly. S Broly as anchor isn't too bad. Naka and Videl both one hit away.
This is looking rough, very rough for Nero.
Suddenly it looks a little better.
Possible.
Can we kill Nomar? No.
Nova, yes.
Oh, that's so good. And now Videl, one touch away. He has to be careful about the Geo assist. But there it is.
Ooh, no confirm. Oh, nice. No, don't. Oh my god, why did you? I don't think anything. It's fine. He had to kill.
Mr. Popo rage in the chat if you can. But look at the German support. Oh my goodness, Team Nago coming out. I'm not sure if you can see this, but like there's so much support for Nago in the chat.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are going hard. Yeah, Nago will take it over Aniri, and I think it's a big game to win, right? Nago, perhaps, I think the biggest opposition he had here was Oniro. But we'll see, he has to take all of his other games as well, so there's definitely no rest. The next game will be going to Hayali, going up against the Rice. Dude, this German Spirit Bomb isn't stopping, they're just going.
Oh, sure, they're definitely giving Nago some power. He definitely needs it.
Jeez. Like, have you ever been on the other side of a Spirit Bomb from chat? Like, where everyone is just supporting you?
I mean, my friends do support me a lot when I'm playing like in a tournament, so I definitely can feel that. And they are like messaging me on WhatsApp, like, let's go, keep on going. And so I definitely do receive a sort of like a spirit bomb when I'm in a tournament set, but this is damn. This is like they are supporting him, and that's great actually. Like if you get supported like that, it definitely gives you like more confidence and more power. So that's great.
Like it is a good feeling when everyone's on your side trying to support you through victory. So why don't you be on the same side as C4IQ? Remember to sub and get access to a bunch of cool emotes and the VODs on demand. Remember, join the Discord so you can join the CBKs as a player qualified for Wanted. Why not? But also jump on the mic with people like me, people like Mr. Popo, and get your voice out there. Remember, there's going to be a tournament on the 15th of April. It's going to be Skullgirls. So make sure if you're a Skullgirls fan, you jump into that. But every other Monday, we're going to be having some CBK DBFZ goodness. So join us, or join whoever's there, because I might not be there while we're there. But while we're waiting for the next game, I believe it's Hayali going up against Rice. I wanted to ask you, Mr. Popo, it's been pretty much a year, well, exactly a year now since we've been playing offline exclusively. In that time, who would you say your biggest rival has been online?
Online biggest rival, it's a hard question because at the end it's obviously online, but if you just go like from online perspective, I don't know, maybe Obi Assassin. I think I've played against Obi like the most when it comes to the top players, and also like a rivalry against Kaiden maybe at the beginning, because well, I've lost the first 7 and then I got the Rummick in a different tournament and then it was keeping like that. But right now Kaiden is like, wow, Kaiden is he's very strong. I would like to play him, but German inside, I don't know. I mean, you probably already know about the issue between me and Kaiden because of the connection, so it's hard. But Rice already lost his first character while we were talking, so not a good start for him, but still a chance to come back. And he gets the DR, nice.
Yeah, we'll hit the DR, and he has me to work with here. You're gonna see level 3, no, and he gets a nice confirm. No.
Damn, that's so unfortunate. He could have confirmed into level 3 into possibly 50-50. That's why it's so important to confirm your combos, especially like with Orb. Like you have to expect to actually hit the opponent with the Orb and then combo afterwards. Oh. I think he could have killed. With like level 2, level 1, level 1, level 3.
He might actually be able to kill here.
Oh yeah. Oh, he dropped it.
Big sparking regen would have been enough, but he'll take it. He's full sparking from Rice, so he's in a pretty good position. And he's really just not letting him have these orbs in neutral. Every time he calls one out, he's just super dashing him. Oh, DP. Nice. That should definitely be there.
Yeah, that's it.
Level 1.
Nice. Again, Aragorn. Anchor position, like that's like one of the weaker points of Rice's team. He doesn't really have a character that can actually, or technically every character can make you a comeback, but like the characters that he uses are like the characters that will make your way to actually make a comeback way harder. You don't have a command grab, you don't have like huge buttons. Wow.
He does have level 3. Yeah, he threw that out straight and...
Oh!
Could he have killed if he went level 3 again?
I'm not too sure, but his scaling is definitely... Like after the X airball, there's definitely not that much scaling, so maybe he could have killed. Oh wow. Wow, off hit again. Man.
And in situations like that, it's important as well. Once you get a straight hit like that, spark up. Spark up, make the confirm super easy, whatever you want, and build the bar to be able to kill. But Rice, on his last legs, one hand. One hit away from death, but he will hit that with that super dash. Should take him to the corner.
Go up? Yes.
I have never seen this much German in chat before.
And it's like also the first time for me seeing so many German people like in chat actually supporting their boy. I really like that. But Hayali gets the kill, not looking too good for Rice, so he has to change up some things to actually get the win.
Let me just translate to English for chat now. There we go. I've seen
Wow. I also see chat right now.
Someone in chat said something very I'm not sure if the translation is correct, but something along the lines of Nago in someone's father.
Yes.
But we'll move on. We'll let that one slide, but to keep it civil in the chat, we know you want your boy to win. But remember, be nice to everyone. We're not here to be super PG, but let's try not to overstep any boundaries. But Rice, coming back needs to reverse sweep. Hello, mod? Bro, I don't speak German. It's hard to mod a chat in German, bro. But Hayali, 1 up. And Rice fans, not happy at all. So, Hayali, keep doing what you're doing. It's making people mad.
Maybe we see some adaptation right now, so who knows? Oh no, Gogeta pain. Yeah, because he was not able to block because of the landing recovery, and what were they thinking when designing this character? That's so... I don't get it.
He has no assist to cover that as well. Like if it's Piccolo assist, they just super dash through it. So it's such an awkward moment for him.
That's why I tend to play Gogeta with fast assist, like GT Goku B. Wow, what a grab. That was very good. Baiting the spark as well. But like I said, Gogeta tends to work with fast assist, so he can actually cover up his landing recovery. So if people try to punish him, you can just throw out like a Vegeta assist, a GT Goku B assist, not A assist. And that can actually like cover up his bad things about Gogeta.
Highly character up again, but that super dash, also that DR should be enough to kill. You should be able to go into health.
I wonder if or has on that can also work. I still wonder what. Okay. I think level 1 could have killed, but I can also understand Rice because level 1 doesn't really do that much damage, and if you don't get the kill, it's like it's not really good. So I can understand why he did the level 3.
Just gonna say in chat, like from now on, I do have Google Translate on, so I will be shooting people who do say inappropriate things. So try to keep it clean in chat.
It's a little bit too toxic in the chat. Like, wow, the support is going a little bit too hard.
Yep.
Oh,
Rice fighting back. Good DP. Oh no way. Really got confirmed.
Nice, yeah, alright. No!
He's actually giving them the opportunity. Is that 5L? No, it's the second hit of 5L. So it shouldn't be too much damage, but it will be dead if he confirms it's this,
yes, yeah. Okay, on next. Level 3 with Piccolo should work, yes.
Nice. And Rice, here's your calls in the chat. He wants to win for you guys. He has to deal with Beerus and Sparky.
Okay. Beerus with Sparking is definitely scary. I mean, he necessarily doesn't really need Sparking because he can just mix with like his orb. But still, can like throw out. Ooh, very
what a
trade.
That was really nice.
Oh. Okay, force out the spark, nice. Oh wow, this death.
Yeah, he should be dead, right? Like, he can vanish if he needs to.
No, he could have killed. Like the simplest combo in that situation would be just, wow, it's still death. I did not expect that.
I know Beerus level 3. It does a lot of damage, but like I didn't expect it to go. But Limit Break and Sparking was enough. And now Hayali with Sparking will go for the cross up. And it's gonna kill his meat again.
Weird cross up. I don't think Hayali expected that one, but...
Yo, he confirmed off one P loss. No, he could have killed, but...
Level 2. Could have killed. Oh no. This is scary.
One hit will do it for pretty much both of these guys. Ooh.
Panic damage. Oh,
The beam will hit, but is this dead? No, he should be fine. No, he's dead.
no, you only used to vanish. No. Oh my. Twitch. No Twitch. Oh my god, challenge. No.
And Rice will lose it in the end. It was a nail biter, but those kind of moments are so sad to lose because he had the win there. He had the win.
He had to win.
He tried a bit of a weird, janky combo, but in the end, Hayali will take it. I'm pretty sure Rice, if he goes to the scoreboard, Rice is still on 0 points. So Hayali will move away, move even further away. Yeah, that sucks. Like, Rice had it. Ugh.
He definitely had. I mean, obviously Hayali did like the first mistake because he could have done the level 2. But at that point, you should be like actually trying to get the win because your opponent made a mistake. And if you get the win, the mindset of Hayali would have been completely destroyed because he actually had the win. So definitely a missed out opportunity, but it happens.
In the chat, apparently Hayali is also German. So either way, Germany wins.
I don't know. I don't know either of these players. I only know Rice. So I know too familiar about the German players.
Do you know what I will say? Like, if you are in Germany and you want to... What the hell? Okay, I'm going to purge that in chat for you. But yeah. So in terms of players from Germany, you should try and reach out to players like Mr. Popo, who can play you online, and learn from, you know, like, because I didn't know there were this many German players. You guys all coming out the woodwork. But definitely hit each other up and play, learn, group up together.
Exactly. I definitely would be very proud if like more German players would compete. Like there aren't that many German players, and if more and more people actually try to compete and try to learn, I'm completely here and give you guys any advice you would like to have. So no problem at all.
We're gonna get into our next game. It's gonna be Regina going up against Nago. Is Regina also secretly German? Someone let us know in chat. But we're getting to this game. Nago looked really good in these last games. So we'll just see if he can continue. Just want to have a look at the leaderboard really quickly, if we can. And it's Nago and Hayali at the top. Vanilla and Whiskey tied for second at the moment. Rice with 0, but Nago can go in the lead here if he can get this win. Just having a look here. We got just about half of the CBK left to go.
Only a half. Oh.
So remember when I said we have half of the CBK to go, we might have a little bit less. Player might be leaving us.
I mean, I could join in and represent Germany, but...
Hey yo! the Mr. Popo experience. I'm not sure if anyone was ready for that.
It's still online, so I might as well just watch the game, so...
That is one of the benefits of being a commentator online. Like, to be honest, even being a commentator, it feels like it definitely feels worse than offline. You don't get all the hype of the players and people that are watching, but also like you can't see your fellow commentators, so it can be really tough sometimes. But you know what isn't tough?
True.
Using your Twitch Prime to subscribe to C4IQ, get access to some beautiful emotes. And also the VODs on demand. Remember, you guys can also subscribe on YouTube as well. Get access to the videos as soon as they drop. And if you want to be exactly where Mr. Popo and I are sitting today, make sure you join the Discord. You can commentate like one of the pros. But like I was saying, yeah, commentary offline, so much better than online. It's so much better.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially like with the crowd, like if they're screaming at high moments, and obviously you can also see like your commentator, and I can definitely imagine offline commentating is way more hype.
Like sometimes it's really important to see the player as well. Like the player's body language is really important.
Exactly, yeah.
But we have to deal with it too. So when people like, even though I think commentary is easier, it's an easier drop off. Like players go from offline to online. It sucks just as bad for the commentators and probably for the people organizing the event too. But we're all doing what we can. It's looking like we might be able to get offline back soon. So we shall see.
I hope. I really want to have offline back. I really don't want to play online anymore. Like, if there's a competition this year online again, and I don't know how it will be done, but if I'm getting asked to actually compete online, like, even if they actually like want to give me money, I really don't want to get depression every weekend to play this game. So I would rather watch and just enjoy the show. So.
It depends on how much money, right?
That's true. That's true.
How much do you have to pay Mr. Popo to play online? That's the
I'm not someone who is like really like greedy about money and stuff like that, but if I'm willing to play online for the people to enjoy the show, like there should also be something for me. Like I think that's fair to actually ask.
I think like at this point it's bro, the chat is wild. I just saw what Mr. C4 had to shoot. You know, crazy man. But yeah, I think.
Oh
like,
yeah, I've seen the message.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chat. Come on.
Behave yourselves, right? You've got a special guest, Mr. Popo. Everyone has to be on their best behavior, okay?
And I'm also still 17, so I'm not 18 yet. But soon.
Oh my god, you're still 17!
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry, 18th birthday, Mr. Popo. We'll get some nice beer for him and make him play some offline Dragon Ball. He said,
I don't feel someone who like drinks beer. I don't really fan of it. In Germany, you're allowed to actually drink beer at like 16. And obviously, I tried a little bit of it, but I really don't like it. I'm someone who just like, if my friends drink beer, I'm just sitting there and I don't know, enjoy what will happen next, I guess.
Enjoy what happens next. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what happens. But I think it's an acquired taste, as there's a lot of gameplay happening in the background. Don't worry about that. We're just talking about it. But also, level 3 will come out from Regina. We'll have to mix. Oh no! Oh, that was actually sick. The
I've
thing.
never seen that spark build. Wow.
Bro, that was cool. That was actually really cool from Regina. And it's level 2 sparking now. Oh. Like, I would have loved to see Regina just run. Like, run away from the sparking mid for the timeout. Because it was level 3 sparking, it wasn't going to last that long.
Oh, Spanish. Alright, so I don't think we will see a level 3, yeah. Since mid-screen level 3 from Kryn isn't that good, so go for a knockdown instead. Oh, with a Vegito assist. That's why I really like Vegito assist. It's kind of like a
DP, yeah.
It's kind of like a DP, since obviously he's like way up in the air and also at the back, so you can't really hit Vegito, so it definitely does work like a DP.
And like, I think the value of those kind of assists has gone up. People really like assists that come up behind you, so you can call them, like once you've done something and you're blocking, they sort of stop people trying to take their turn back really reliably. And Vegito does that super duper well, and because there's so much hit stun as well, easy confirms every time.
Exactly.
Naga will take game 1. But Regino had that really cool spike bait, so there's hope. He has been showing like some really cool stuff here and there. I think it's all the fundamentals that he needs to work around, sort of get to that next level.
Excellent. Now, possibly is maybe actually taking the CBK, so it definitely really looks good for him. But who knows? Still up in the air.
No, this is the end. This isn't the end, right? After this, you have to go and play someone in Wanted. Right?
Exactly. I mean, you just have to win like 3 games or 4 games, and then you are the Wanted champ. So it's not that hard. You just win 3 or 4 games.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not hard.
Once you get to Wanted, it's so scary, because I feel like it's getting to Wanted isn't the hard part. it's going there and just like not losing 7-0 or not losing 5-0
Exactly.
for like these grassroots players who are just coming up. Because your first time, you can get nervous. Like anyone can lose 5-0 when they're nervous, I think.
I agree.
But we'll see if the players can maybe adjust as we go forward. Nago, up 1. And you can... Nago on the Vidal.
Ooh,
Look at that happy birthday. Okay, I see you.
Or not? Wow, couldn't drop out. Damn. Unfortunate.
Left with only the Rose, and
Oh, the
right now
classic.
Regina's team is running out of flower power. Should be Goku Black to die. This is what I have to deal with Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
Alright, that should be enough. Honestly, that was a really good series. I think if he sparked for the Krillin, it might have been higher value. I know a lot of people, you know, they won't spark for a TOD, but they will spark for a happy birthday, right? Because getting rid of those assists is big.
Yeah, it's big. And you also damage like the point character as well. I go teabang? Oh no.
Oh my goodness, he teabagged him into Reflect 5H?
Death? Maybe?
Absolutely.
I don't think it's that. Is that too? Oh my. The classic, the Napa classic. No one knows how to block a character.
And you were saying Nago got the power up for sure. Look at him go.
Wow.
He's absolutely on it. Look at the stare down. And good awareness from Regina there to start blocking. He knew the Sideman was there in the back.
Free? Or not? Okay. Oh, yeah.
21 hits. Yay!
I mean, you really just have to hold down the button, so you cannot do anything wrong. Like, you have to hold any button. Just hold any button. And you get more hits, and also, obviously, more damage.
I see people in those situations, like, maybe if he does all the hits there, he has to spend one less bar, you know?
Exactly. He
oh,
also
he's making
gains
the
more
comeback.
bar. Ooh. I mean, it's Tien, so he's definitely a character who can come back easily. That's like the benefit of him. In Spark, you can... Oh, that was a T-Leg, I think. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, like, Nago just got really toxic.
Oh yeah, I mean... Oh yeah, please use the mix from G2, come on. Ah, he doesn't need it. It's fine, it's fine.
And Vegeta, okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Vegeta and Sparky, best character.
I mean, he's very good in sparking, but not impossible to block.
What?
I've played against Wawa, who was using the G2 and in Spark, and I was able to run out his whole Spark while I was
But
blocking.
you're also Mr. Popo. I am
Yes.
just a mere mortal.
Yes, but it is still possible. Like, his JH is obviously like very strong, especially if you cancel it out after the 5-0, but it is still possible, and if you practice enough, it will reward you at the end, so just practice, and you will be able to block it.
No, I won't. As we
Yes,
get
you will.
it.
Trust me, you will.
Put Mr. Popo. I know, as a commentator, I know my limits, and that is blocking Vegeta and Sparky.
As far as I remember, you are using a keyboard, right?
Yes.
So you have no excuse to not block it.
I do. Oh my god.
Because I was also playing on keyboard, and I really did not have to do anything to actually be able to like almost block like Luigi.
Okay, wait. Stop saying. Okay, you can stop. Listen.
It's just my opinion. Maybe I don't know how other people feel, but my experience was it was not that hard. Obviously, it's just my experience, so I don't know how other keyboard or hitbox players feel. But for me, it's just in order to block, you just have to let go of a button. If you have to block again, you just have to press the button. While being on stick, you have to like swing your stick around the whole time, and also maybe on pad you like have to break your thumb to actually block those buttons. On keyboard, you just have to like, oh, let me just let go of my D or my A button, and I block the cross up. That was my experience.
So, if you could go back to keyboard, would you?
That's a tough question because Dragon Ball is not all about blocking, especially right now, moving around and being able to like actually properly move, like moon jumping. I don't know how you can do moon jump on keyboard since I did not practice it. And I've also only learned moon jump in season 3, like after I've already was using the stick. So I don't know if I am having troubles using doing moon jump on keyboard, then no. If not, and I can learn it pretty fast and also reliably, then yes, I would go back to keyboard if I can.
I feel like Mr. Popo on keyboard is just too powerful.
I mean, at the end, I won't be able to block 50-50, so... If you want to really, like, beat me, use the Broly, use Kid Buu, I will always have trouble against you.
Damn,
So,
you're just giving away the tech to beat you.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, if you play against someone who blocks all the time, just use characters where 50-50s.
Just 50-50. It's easier, like, you guys in chat have heard it here. The way to win Dragon Ball, just do 50-50. And the thing is, he's not wrong. Like, not wrong, just mix, isn't it?
I mean, Sonic Fox built a team around just to beat Goichi. So, I mean, I can understand why, because it's so hard to open Goichi up. And if you cannot open him up, it doesn't matter how good your neutral is. If you cannot actually properly open him up all the time, you have the advantage. It's not really good.
The thing is, I have like a completely different view of the game, because I hate doing 50-50. Like,
okay. Why?
Well, partially because I play 18, and sometimes
you have 1,000 50-50s with 18.
Yeah, but 18 assists doesn't enable it for some other characters. You have to play a different game. Or, oh, I baited you to press this button, and now you did two. You know, now you get hit by 2M. Obviously, 18 has mix. Come on, just not.
She has so much mix. I really hate the character.
She's not that good. She's pretty not good.
I really like playing her, but I also hate playing against her. And also that barrier assist that can also be like a free 50-50 assist. You cannot see anything. Like, I played against Kaiden, who's doing 3-6-8 from Kevlar into barrier assist. What am I supposed to do? He does barrier into maybe 2M? I mean... True. It's so hard to see, I cannot see anything.
Oh, just jump!
Just jump, bro. And then he frame traps you with the 2M and then you die and then you cry in a corner.
Jeez, that's all you can say after that. But there's an entire game going on in the background. Hayali already on his last character. That's Sparking in the back to work with those.
Oh. Okay, Sparking beers.
Oh, wow. That's not good.
This is so good. It's almost like a prepared GT Goku assist.
Right, mix. Level 3. He has decent. He can go into the 2L, but he goes safe jump. He's gonna get grabbed.
Damn, he could have jumped.
Oh, look at the health. Next hit. Wow. And he level 3 back. He's gonna get level 3.
Heck, what? I have to be quiet. I cannot scream, but wow.
I don't know what just happened there. I don't know why he didn't just wait.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's an easy word drop. If I was Hayali right there, I'd all 4. Game's over already. Like, the level 3's coming through. You can just sit there and block it and then 2M punish. Or level 3 punish if you feel so inclined.
Level 3 was not necessary. I think he just did it because, I mean, it would have looked like way cooler if he did like that instead of just going for the regular punch. So I can kind of understand why, but obviously in a tournament situation like this, you should have go for the optimal punish.
Like, think about how that would have changed the game, right? Broly's dead.
He would have been up, like he would have been closer for a potential comeback. So.
Well, gonna have to go into the second game, and honestly, if I'm Hayali, my brain is crushed. I'd be so upset. at that loss. Even though he was making the comeback, or even though he had to make a comeback, it sucks when you lose in a way like that.
Yeah.
That was just pure German gameplay. German efficiency is at its finest. Bro, the German efficiency memes must get really old. I'm sorry. Hit. I hit also a very toxic character, I have to say.
Yeah. He is in some sort of way, but I don't know. I personally don't really have any problems against it. So I'm personally very fine if I playing against a hit player.
But hit A, you don't mind hit A?
Oh, hit A is wow. It's the top 5 assist. That is strong. So good. But I hope they don't nerf it, please.
Wait, why? That's interesting to hear actually. Why don't you want it to be nerfed?
I mean, I also play hit.
Oh, okay.
And but not only because of that, because I mean, he kind of needs it. Like it benefits him a lot. Because I do think he's a mid character, and having a good assist like that definitely benefits him a lot. Since point hit does not work all the time. And wow.
Yeah, that's what I think everyone generally has trouble with. The kick can be tough to deal with. Any insight on how to deal with it, apart from just blocks?
You mean like hits pressure in general, like his?
No, like when he goes into stance and then goes behind you and kicks you.
I mean, I would say just jump, because when jumping, you will avoid the I don't know how it's called. It's like the weird punch he does.
All the time.
Exactly, and if you jump, you will avoid that, and also the crosser. So I would say just jump.
Can I just say I might be the best commentator in the world, because I didn't know that I knew it was called Tides of Time, but I knew it was called Tides of Time somehow. Something in my head told me it was called Tides of Time. But yeah, I'm just the best commentator alive, as Hayali will get another hit, and that should be dead. Yep.
Yes, please don't drop it. Don't accept. You already used DR.
Oh, and you said it before.
I already knew. Why? You killed the character. No, he's God canceling. No, Trunks has Broly the assist. Come on, man. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's not fine. He has 3 bar. Has to be careful. Come on, grab. We're gonna see level 3. No, mash on wake up. I agree. 2M connects.
That is a fair end. Oh. I was amazing.
I can hear Mr. Popo having to hold himself back every time he sees something like this.
No,
he's plus.
Oh no. No, it's kind of even. I mean, Hayali does have more health, but I don't know, it does feel kind of even. Oh?
Okay, it's no longer even. This character's dead.
No, it's not even, exactly. Please don't drop it, okay. Nice.
Hayali looking to even up the scores. It's Broly in the back. 7 bar to work with though. It's 1 touch. Oh, he can... Yo, he's gonna do a lot of damage actually. That was 2 on fire. No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But he's in the mix.
He's in the mix, and also considering this was a 2L star, that's still like huge. So
next hit will kill pretty much. Yo, hit him with a command gun. Oh, DP out.
damn.
And honestly, that should be dead. If I look at hit.
Is it? Is it Steph?
Yeah.
Steph, are you very sure? Okay, so.
Are you very sure? No. He could have dropped that at any time. Mr. Popo.
Exactly. So that's why I didn't say anything.
You're a better commentator than me already. You're going down. Perfect. I was just trying to curse him, you know. Chat pays big bucks to see me curse people. But 1-1 the score. Evened up for Hayali. He is looking to take a game off one of the best players here. So that would be big for him and big for the standings, which we'll get to after. But yeah, I think in terms of like the progression of Dragon Ball as well, like seeing people play a lot more characters is a lot nicer. we're seeing Beerus, we're seeing 16, and I think it's the 3 assists makes him a lot more viable too. But also, I think getting rid of Snap was Snap makes, or it's quote unquote Snap meta is very important. What's your opinions on that?
Since I've played Bardock, I was having a lot of fun with Snap. But I can also understand why they got rid of it, because, I mean, if you saw people, I mean, the whole grand final set against Tachikawa and Kane, it was Snap City all the time, and it was kind of boring to watch. And also, I don't think they had a lot of fun snapping each other the whole time, so I understand why. But for me personally, if they nerfed it instead of completely removed it, it would have been better. That's like my opinion.
I mean, they did nerf fuzzies, like they literally hard-coded out the game.
So it was already fine. I think I'm having internet issues since the stream is loading at the moment. Oh, I'm fine. It's fine.
That was just some T4 speeding. Oh, he's fixed it. Oh, heavy starts, baby. Let's go. I love seeing that. And not blocking is actually...
Wow.
What? Yeah,
I've seen so many curse interactions today. Wow.
CBK, wait,
no.
he S early.
What? Wow. I've never seen that before. Someone trying to counter too early. Damn.
He's too big brain. You saw it coming too far ahead.
Exactly. Oh. That grab is actually very scary, especially if you're playing against the Brody. That grab goes through the projectiles, and it can actually help you out a lot. So that's a very underrated grab. Oh, he got the hit. Alright. Re-jumps may... No.
We won't say anything about it. We'll move on.
Nothing happened. Game still.
Uh-huh. Perfect. He's learning. He saw nothing.
Okay, I didn't see anything. Alright. Ooh.
Nero tried to make a big read though. J2H, but highly down tech, and now he's gonna be able to take him down. Level 1, level 3?
Yes. Yep. Alright. So right now he can do the M-Orb mix or go for the DR. Alright. I also keep in mind his back. Oh no. This doesn't look very good for Hayali.
I like that dance from the Nero.
Oh wow, what a 2H. Wow.
Yeah, that 2H.
That was a great 2H.
And I agree, yeah, spend the assist, set up the orbs, next he'll do it, and then sparking force from a Nero. Stretch 2H again. This is a party game? Yes, we are currently playing Mario Kart.
I've seen Hayali trying to 2H his super dash and he got countered. The online pain, I guess you can say.
That's just Dragon Ball pain, to be honest. Like, I can't count the amount of times that I've been counter hit out of 2H trying to 2H his super dash. It's very sad, but also very humbling. As Hayali is down to his last character. Super dash will connect. Yeah, okay. I think he could have spent less bar, but don't worry about it, get the kill.
I think into EX grab into super dash again, into level 1. I think that might have worked, but I'm not a 16 specialist, so I don't know.
I am.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see. I think this is death. What are you doing here? It's fine.
It's fine. It's not fine. Hayali is done. Nero takes it 2-1. Oh like, my goodness.
That link is so hard, and the fact that he could have just killed by just doing a super. He went for the hardest link online. For no reason. But drops, it's simply being, but it's fine. Yes, so it's all good.
Look, I'm just looking at the replay, like, this link is wild.
This link is so hard. Like, in training mode, I can hit maybe like 2 times out of 10 attempts. So, it's very hard.
You say he's a Bluetooth god. But you guys can be gods in chat if you subscribe to C4IQ. About those Twitch subs, get access to a bunch of cool emotes as we look at the standings. Nago up 3, Hayali and Maniro on 2, Whiskey with 1, Rice on 0. Are we gonna get an update on Rice? What's his status? Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
So Rice will be staying for the remainder. I'm not sure what match we're on. I believe it's Regina versus Nago.
Nago, yes.
Cool. It says at the top, and I still get it wrong. That's how you know I'm an absolute amateur. But also, give me half a second. I'm gonna go and get myself a cup of water. I definitely should have done this before I got into this, but I'm an amateur. So we'll leave you with C4 and Mr. Popo, maybe to have a chat really quickly.
Damn, I got drawn out. What's good, Popo?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying these games for sure. I mean, I hope you do as well, C4. These games are wild. I don't expect this, to be honest, so I'm having a lot of fun.
It's different over here, but we're not wanted. We are the...
Yeah, it's definitely way different compared to Wanted.
Yeah, and I like it. You get to see players that you don't see. You get to see team comps. You get to have a laugh with some of the decisions made. It's good fun. I like it here. Obviously, I'm going to say that because it's my channel, but it's interesting.
I understand you. It's so interesting. Like the team compositions people actually come up with, and also like the decision making. It's interesting. Like especially like me as a player, I'm very interested in other players' decision making.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely a fun experience to actually see what they are doing, and also like wonder why they are doing this specific decision. So I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that's literally 100% why I like it. I mean, it's always good to see, Kaiden make the right decisions for 4 months in a row. Like, that is cool as well.
I have returned.
But yeah, I like seeing people just come out of nowhere and play like Vidal Napa and Teabag. Like, I'm about it. So yeah, we've got the next 2. Oh no, we don't. We're just waiting for the jump in the lobby. I'll pass you back over to the professionals.
Hello.
In a bit.
Also, okay, so while we're here, right, Popo, teach us, not just me, but everyone in chat, teach us some German words we can say during Dragon Ball sets. So like, what do you say when it's like, oh yeah, good stuff, well done.
So words like good stuff, well done. You mean that in German?
Yeah.
One word would be gut gemacht, which basically means well done, gut gemacht.
How do you spell that?
It's with G-U-T and then gemacht, G-E-M-A-C-H-T.
Gut gemacht.
Gut gemacht, yes.
Gut gemacht. Alright.
Also, if something bad happens, you can also like say schade, which means that's unfortunate. That can also be a word, schade. And obviously the word I think most of you already know, am Boden. I don't know, a huge combo happened and obviously the opponent or the player dies. So you can say am Boden. And what else can you say? Let me think of.
Schiebenkreis. I'm not sure what that means.
What word?
It's in chat. I'm not sure if you have chat open. I can't say it either. Out of fear.
Scheibenkleister.
Yeah.
Well, that basically means in a better way, like you obviously sometimes say, shit, something like that. And that's basically what Scheibenkleister means, but in a better way, I guess you can say. So that can also...
Chat is asking how you say thank you for the games or GG?
Danke für die Spiele or just gutes Spiel. Gutes Spiel for GGs and danke fürs Spielen for like thanks for playing.
Alright. Okay, so it's actually going to be Hayali going up against Nago instead. But Hope you guys will be able to use that German anytime soon. Danke für das Spiel.
No problem.
Sure. Well, I'm not sure if I said that right, but
I
there
it
you
was
go.
right. It was right. Maybe not in the
Guys-
context, because obviously you say Danke fürs Spiel when you play a game,
Mm.
but it was correctly spelled, so gut gemacht. Danke.
Yeah, top tier commentary in German
Exactly.
coming for you guys soon. But yeah, no, I think that's one of the coolest parts about fighting games. So many people from so many different countries and cultures coming
Exactly.
together, and like we don't even need to understand each other. Just play the game, you know. Even the
True.
Japanese players, we don't necessarily like understand or talk to each other too much English, but you know, we see someone get TOD'd by Z Broly and we could all say, ah, fuck, in sort of the same language. So that's always nice about fighting games. But we'll get the next game coming for you guys. It's going to be an all German battle as per. Nago going up against Hayali. Should be a good one.
Oh, curse super dash. Bounce
Mhm.
up.
Yeah, you're knocked down in the corner. I like his choice. Went for a safe jump. And
Ooh,
good
nice
tag.
tag. Ooh, nice confirm.
Really
Okay,
nice work.
knockdown probably into Gohan or not? Okay. Ooh. In that scenario, it's kind of like understandable why Hayali got hit, because Videl can cancel that Wrecker. Oh, that flag got baited. Okay, she can cancel that Wrecker into grab, which you should obviously like block low. But if you block low, you get hit by the overhead. So it's really hard. You can block both options, it is possible, and I also think RMZ did do a defensive gem for this, and I've also watched it and also practiced it, so shout out to RMZ. But it's still obviously very hard to block, so I can understand why he got hit there.
And that, I actually think that's really cool. The fact that players are just feeding off each other as they get hit with that hit. But yeah, players feed off each other and sort of learn new things from each other. Is there any player you would say you learned the most?
I don't think I've learned like specific things from only one player. I think like the whole competition I've learned the most. Like in season 1, I just watched like every tournament set. I've watched any tournament possible and learned from that. So I can't say I've learned from this and this player the most. Maybe you can say Koichi, since he inspired me to actually block like him and also practice blocking back then in the PS4 days. So maybe him, but overall I think all the players and not only one.
Even the ones in chat? Oh, as that counter hits. Right, chat, you heard it here first. Mr. Purple thinks you guys suck.
I did not say it. I did not say anything, so I want to save that.
As Nago is getting a new one ripped.
Wow.
Blocking
That's
doesn't
odd.
deal damage, apparently. From the chat.
True. I mean, or not blocking, but defending does do damage, because if you defend, obviously things like fuzzy mesh will get you out of situations, and obviously if the fuzzy mesh connects, you deal damage. So
See, Mr.
Even
Popo
very-
took your meme. He took your meme and made sense of it. Absolutely. This is why he's a top player and you guys suck. Yeah, this comeback is so doable for Nago.
or it definitely, I would even say if he gets a kill, Nago is on an advantage. Can I punish? Oh no.
Ooh. He actually tried to adjust the angle of the Banshee Blast so he could recover quicker, but the Super Dash came before it. So he only managed to get in. And now I think you're in a situation where you have to think about Sparky.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Huh? I don't know what he hit because he vanished so quickly.
I think it was 5-0. I'm
won't
not too
matter.
sure though. Yeah, it was 5-0.
Okay.
Wow. Damn.
I
Okay.
see there was 16, and 16 is one touch as well. So it's still very doable.
Ah, the landing recovery of the sword. It is -3 on landing, so you can get hit on landing, so that's like one of the disadvantages Vegito has after he did the sword.
What's
Oh,
the start up on
anti-air.
JS?
Start of JS, I think it's... Oh, I don't know. 17 frames, but he has landing recovery afterwards, so that's like the problem.
Oh, the guy nearly connected 5-0 Warren. And Hayali managed to finish it in a clutch situation there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really weird. And
Yeah,
honestly, I
it's
wouldn't have predicted
interesting.
this. Yeah, I would have predicted Nago taking this, but Hayali putting up a good fight.
I mean, if Hayali wins this, they are both tied, right?
And this is one of the situations we've been trying to avoid. Because ties happen in CBKs a lot. We try to run away from them as much as we can because they get really confusing. So I'm for whatever doesn't make it a tie in the end. I am. That's who I'm rooting for.
What will happen if both players tie?
I think they play a set. I'm not sure.
Ah, okay.
So what you guys might not have heard is if the players are tied, the person who's lost the least will go through, and if they're tied after that, then they'll have to do a tiebreaker match. So if in the eventuality that does happen, that's what you guys can expect. But Hayali getting a strong hit, I think it was 5M.
It was 5M, yes. Okay, hit pressure. Oh, 10.
Yeah, you can actually do that. There's a massive gap in between the two M. So you can actually challenge there, but you have to be kind of ready for it. Ooh. Look up 5L, but Napa covered that option.
Oh, interesting. I don't know why he did that. I think regular knockdown would have been enough. Oh, wow. Wow, the damage.
Yo, it's actually quite a bit, actually. And he can extend more, right? Yeah, super dash. Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
60%. Wow.
And she's dead.
We're playing into 5H.
Why is this a 16 grab the low Vita? I don't understand.
I don't get it. They really killed the character for no reason. I was having a lot of fun playing this character, but now he's not a good character. He does have a command grab, which definitely benefits him a lot, but he needs a better assist. Like, revert his A assist and also give him back his meter bit after command grab, or well, after the command grab in the air. I think then he would be fine.
That's a 5H connect. I used to be a 16 player back in the days. I'm pretty sure there's footage you can find of me playing the character. Yeah, they definitely just shot him in the knees and left him, unfortunately. And like, when in a game where you can play someone like Zbrony, it's like, why am I playing 16 now?
Exactly. There's no reason.
Okay, he's gonna get knocked down off the grab.
Okay. Spark, okay.
Oh,
wow. I've only seen 2H or 5H starters. This is wild.
Oh,
again!
He wasn't wrong.
Wow.
They do the most damage, right? So
true. Oh my. Oh wow.
And Popo said, I haven't seen this many cross interactions, and you're seeing them here right now.
Oh my.
This is what you come to CBKs for, the curse.
It's so good. Oh.
Oh.
What is it?
And now it's all up to Hayali's Dearest. Oh, nice pickup there with the JS. Get knocked down. And he actually tried to super jump towards him, but reflect 2M will work out, and now it's 1v1. This is such a strange game. I'm expecting to see 5H.
Oh. Very good interaction. Okay, it's very tense, right? No.
Oh my god.
Again. I don't know what to say. I mean, if it works, it works, right? So, if 5H constantly works, then why would you stop throwing out 5 H's, so if they ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm going insane very slowly. Like, he is speedrunning it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna use only these buttons, and I can understand. Nappa has other good buttons, but you know what? Stick with those two. Can't go wrong. Wait, is that the end of the set? Okay, it's 1-1 at the moment. 1-1. So just waiting on them. Best cook in Dragon Ball history. You guessed it. It's Mr. Purple. Mr. Purple, how was your cooking?
Oof. I mean, I can do the basic stuff, I guess. Like, very, very basic stuff, like putting something in the oven, but that's basically it. My mom cooks for me. Or well, for our family.
You didn't expect to be asked that, did you? When you jumped onto the
I did not.
Have to be ready for anything, Mr. Purple. That's the commentator's life.
Oh, I could have confirmed. Again? I mean, you can option select and confirm by just maybe throwing out a JM into J2H immediately, because if it whiffs, nothing will come out, but if it hits, the J2H will come out, so you get a free confirm. So definitely keep that in mind.
The good thing is Hayali forced the level 1 Sparky early.
He needs to get pressure. Okay, nice block. Okay, good vanish actually.
Good on 2H, but like sometimes you're not ready for it, so vanish in that situation is understandable. Try to go for the re-jump. Nice catch on the backdash. He's gonna get knocked down. Keep it simple, you've already done a lot.
Okay. Going for a knockdown. Wow, what?
It's 12, and
again.
5H only. Let's be careful, the Sideman is coming. Great 2H!
What did rage? Nice.
The Sideman's still there, right?
Is he? I don't know.
We're going on a bit of lag, so once we get back in, we'll let you know.
Oh, we are back. Yes. I mean, if you see people constantly guard canceling, you should not go like for full block strings. Try to stagger and try to delay your staggers so you can actually cancel your staggers to 2H. So there's definitely should be an adaptive limitation right now. So if you see, like I said, people constantly guard cancel, try to bait it, and then you get a free 2H punish and always basically die.
And if you a lot of reflex coming out from Nago. And if you have characters with like multi-team normals, so like Kefla, like Vegito, you can punish guard cancels like in those moves. So if you do 5L, you can cancel to 2H, etc, etc. But Nago, I think Nago's feeling himself a little bit too much right now. Going for some crazy reads.
That was cursed. He tried to punish the guard cancel with 2M, it whiffed, and Nago reflected afterwards, and then he got the again. Guard cancel again, he should have just waited and staggered. Oh.
Yeah, Nago's doing some crazy stuff. Reflect 5H doesn't work, and let's hit it, let's not work.
Block.
Block, Mr. Purple willing him to block, please. Having a little bit of lag, we'll get back into it in a second though. That should be dead. No,
could have killed.
Yeah, the spaghetti's on the floor.
Yeah. You have to expect those guard cancels. I mean, he started like every time he gets pressured, so definitely expect those guard cancels.
And I wonder if he'll guard cancel him.
I hope not, but there's definitely a chance he will guard cancel.
Oh, this time punishes the 2H.
No. I don't know what's going on.
This is Dragon Ball, baby. This is what we love, what we enjoy. And it's interesting, he has that could have been really bad. 5M.
Oh yeah.
Big down star.
Oh, he could have 2H. That DI was questionable, and that drop was also. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're the character, okay. I don't know how to commentate this.
Good,
It
because
just
neither do I. Like,
just happened.
don't worry, you're not on your own. When there's stuff you don't understand, you just gotta say what you see sometimes. And like, right now we're seeing some high gap gameplay, J2H coming through. What the fuck?
Oh my.
You know, sometimes the players take you on a ride and you just have to enjoy it.
We missed a feed. Let's go. That is the kill.
Alright, honestly, I don't think Nago
Yep.
necessarily deserved to win this one.
And it
After-
was very, very sluggish gameplay.
We could call it that. But he'll take the game, and honestly, a win is a win. It just means when you move forward, you have to sort of take those out of your gameplay. Because if you do that versus Kaiden, he's gonna pick random against you, and you'll lose. But we'll see how he does moving forwards. I think the next game gonna be Whiskey going up against Hayali, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just wait for the players to be ready. But Mr. Pro, sometimes the games do get scrambly. Absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. There's nothing.
I mean, it's part of Grand War. It's a very scrambly based game. Because so much stuff can happen. Like Curse SD, Cursed auto combo, Curse mix in general. He crossed him up for some reason, and yeah, it's a very scrambly game. So you can kind of expect this, but this is on another level for sure. I haven't seen this in a very little while.
It's just back to our roots, you know, back to Season 1 Dragon Ball almost. But
Exactly.
looking at the scores, Nago is up 4, looking to pull away Hayali on 2, Nero also on 2, Whiskey on 1, Rice on 0 at the moment. He's going to be looking to pick up a win in his next game. I think he's going up against Onero next. But next game we'll get for you guys is Whiskey going up against Hayali. So this one, a battle to remain in second place. Hayali really wants those wins so Nago doesn't go away. Right now, oh, this is Hayali's last game, so he can't even qualify. It's done for him. Oh no.
Is there like still a chance that someone can catch up to Nago?
Whiskey can actually, like, if Whiskey wins all of his games, he can actually draw with Nago. But to do that, he would also have to beat Nago. So this is between, I think Rice and Hayali are out of it. They can't win. Everyone else is still in this one. So Hayali, so Whiskey needs to win every game he has left. I think Hayali cannot win. Obviously, Onero would need to. I think Onero needs to. Yeah, he needs to win too. Yeah. But he can. So if Onero wins all of his next games, he's actually just won. I think. Yes. This is a really, really actually close CBK.
True.
Considering.
I thought Nago already like had it in the bag and he can just like sort of relax a bit, but no, actually there are still players who can get a tie with him and then need to play a tiebreaker or well sum up the scores.
But if Nago, so it's all in Nago's hand at the end of the day, right? If Nago wins his last game, I think he's good. He's done it and he is taking this one. But we shall see. As we get into Nago. Oh, sorry, Whiskey up against Hayali. Must-win game for Whiskey by Hayali. And this is another thing as well. Like once you play a couple games in a row, playing again can be really good sometimes because you're really feeling it. Still on that
You're
high.
already warmed up and you basically just keep playing.
Like actually, we saw the World Tour Finals. I don't think anyone who, not World Tour, sorry, what's it called again? National
SCQ?
Championships.
Oh, National Championship, okay.
Everyone that was the first seed, so that was waiting in grand finals, lost.
Did they?
Yeah. Goichi lost.
Goichi lost.
Who is the France one?
I think it was Kaiden was in first place, right?
And he lost. Mhm.
Enos, yes.
Then there's US West, US East. I'm very sure that the first seed lost. I think Reynolds was Reynolds the winner? Reynolds was the winner, and Jonathan Tenney was the first seed there.
I think it was the opposite. I think
Was it?
Reynolds was already like in grand finals, I think, and then
Tenney won.
Jonathan won. But I'm not too sure. It's,
Oh yeah, Jonathan won. What am I talking about? Yeah, sorry. And then Nitro was the winner in the first one. I'm pretty sure who was the first seed now?
I think it was Hook.
Hook. Yeah. So yeah, all the first seeds, I want to say because they weren't warmed up, went into it and they got absolutely clapped. But right now, Whiskey coming in cold and taking the character off Hayali. He's looking to still be in this one to win. He had mix there. That was potential mix.
That was definitely mixed potential.
Oh,
okay.
what?
Strange
What? What's happening, Popo? I have no idea.
I don't know what's happening, man. It's... Oh my.
Like
Okay.
we're actually seeing moments of absolute
What's
greatness from both players, followed by the weirdest drop ever. That's not knocked down. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. I think it's gonna bounce out. I want to say it. Oh no, yeah, he didn't get the smash effect. And Hayali wins the award for the worst punish of level 3.
Why did you vanish?
Oh. Yeah, this is just some crazy gameplay right now, but Whiskey's in a commanding lead, to be honest. He could have gone low, DR, anything would have been sick.
Oh wow, the day one Beerus wins.
I remember getting hit by that the first time I played the game.
True. I was getting hit by it in the beta.
That and Bluku auto combo is another one.
True.
Popo, can we all agree Germany is toxic? Is Germany toxic, Popo?
I don't know, like, I did not expect Germany to be like this. Like, toxic, I guess you can say, because I'm not a person like this. I'm more like a core, more of a shy person, I guess you can say. But I did not Germany to be like this. So, wow.
Oh,
You have impressed with Germany.
You can be part of the UK now. We'll take you in.
I'm fine with it.
I finally get it.
I'm fine with it. Well, I just cannot let down my country, so obviously if Germany against UK will happen, maybe in the future, then I will play for Germany, but if UK happens against France, put me an eye for UK.
Hey yo,
I can
you
play
heard
for
it
UK.
first. I'm not gonna lie, I still think we'd lose. This is coming from non-patriotic Dunk. For a second, like an analysis Dunk says, yeah, France is super duper strong right now. Like
They are, for sure.
literally the best region in the world.
Possibly, to be honest. We haven't had online for offline for a while, so we cannot say for sure, but the way they are playing, it's just incredible. So I cannot deny that.
But in the meantime, Whiskey will take the game, and he needs us to stay in the runnings. Hayali already out of it, so he could just throw the game and let Whiskey have his chance. But he won't do that because he is a fighter, and you guys can join the Fighter Squad if you subscribe. C4IQ. Use your Prime or your mom's bank card. Get access to a bunch of cool emotes and the VODs on demand. And remember to follow on Twitch because we're going to be having a tournament, a Skullgirls tournament, in 3 days on the 15th of April. So stay tuned there. And also, join Discord, be a commentator like me and Mr. Popo, be a player like any of these players, and maybe get yourself into Wanted. I'm not sure who's on Wanted this week.
I don't remember actually. I think obviously the main card is OBS testing and Silverblades, but I'm not too sure about the qualifier. I think it's white black, exactly. Yeah, it's white black, but I don't know who his opponent is.
So that's really big. I remember seeing Silver Blades win, and I was like, wow, that's amazing to see, honestly. Oh, get right back into it.
No! Why? Why?
Why?
I mean, he got the punish, but he could have also punished with like 5M and already killed him. But it's fine.
Now he's just gonna kill him slightly later, because both of his characters give him split them for free.
True, but he could have spent less bars obviously if he would have done it optimally. But I guess it's still fine. If you get the kill, it's totally good.
Oh, what's it coming on the next screen?
Okay, so Whiskey still having 3 very good health characters. So Hyel definitely needs to make something to actually come back. Oh, the hit assist. No confirm. Oh my god, that oh my. Okay, wow. And he gets hit by the C assist. Okay, not looking too good for Hayami. Maybe level 3 with Cell? Possibly.
He's back.
Oh, go things, okay.
How was it? Your first 10 seconds of solo commentary?
Oh, it was. I mean, I've already seen like 5 curse stuff happening, so. Wow, I'm impressed.
There we go, lockdown. Oh, and there's the mix. That like, I really like to see when players like have rehearsed live mix that they do. That's definitely something Whiskey has done in team mode. Maybe not the best mix in the world, but basic Goku makes it really easy. Okay, Whiskey has a big lead. 2 characters sparking.
But I mean, it's hit on its own, so hit on its own is not that great, but it can work, I guess.
I love how Mr. Popo doesn't lie to you guys. He doesn't say, yeah, this is it's still doable. He's like, nah, hit's bad. It's hit on his own. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he can clip you with like his 3v6L into H. That definitely does help a lot, but obviously if you just... Oh, wow. Couldn't confirm that, but... what's happening? Okay.
Oh,
wow.
Nice. Good command guard there. He's dropped Hayali. You need to go to team mode and sort that out, because he's dropped that a number of times. And it's actually going to punish you with the loss. Like, you lose it because of it.
I think he could have just level 3 because I don't think there's that much scaling and the level 3 would have been enough.
Yep.
If he wanted to be like safe, he could have just like shoot him with the shotgun. He had 5 bursts. A little bit of a choke, but damned.
Yep, no more second chances. Hayali is out. And Whiskey still in. Only has to... I say only. Has to win all of his next games. So there are, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games remaining. So we're gonna get Oniro versus Regino coming up next, and then Whiskey going up against Regino. Oniro versus Rice, Rice versus Regino, and then Nago versus Whiskey to close it all out. And remember, it is all dependent on this final game. Whiskey versus Nago is the big one there. Looking at the scores, Hayali, Oniro, and Whiskey all tied up to a piece. Oniro can tie it up here. Has to beat Regino and Rice. Hayali already out, and Whiskey has to win all of his remaining games to tie up. But like I said, this is pretty much in Nago's hands, right? We could get Nago's game to come now, and that would settle everything. But we want you guys to see all the beautiful, wonderful gameplay me and Mr. Popo can hopefully take you guys through. But it's going to be Oniro versus Regino to get this to start. I do have a slight suspicion, right, that Oniro is holding back a little bit. I'm gonna be very honest. I do think Oniro is holding back a little bit. Oniro and Nago, both of them. They were being a bit wild in the last couple games, but maybe they're just having fun with it and expressing themselves. That's okay. But we'll see what they do going forwards. But do I have to rate Mr. Popo's picture? It's
Oh,
a 10
okay.
out of 10 picture. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. That picture is so good. I didn't expect this.
I
from
would make it my
C4,
Twitter
but
profile. No- Alright, so apparently you guys think Mr. Popo made this picture and sent it through to C4 as his commentary picture. No, that's not what happened. I think Popo didn't really care about what picture he used, and then Popo was like, C4 was like, I'll Photoshop something and came up with this in seconds. However, if you do become wanted, Mr. Popo, I think we should use this as the picture.
oh yeah, for sure. We have to use this.
But it's a fantastic picture. Also, fantastic transition work. I'm not sure who did it, but shout out to them. I'm sure C4. Oh, Fights on Italia. Fights on Italia. With that one. So, wonderful work as always. Pretty good looks. Yeah, we'll get into it. Anira versus Regino. Anira playing the team we saw him play first. With the blue crew in the trunks. We haven't seen Regino play in a while, but he looks like he's coming back into it. He's gonna get the reset. And again, another drop. Remember, you have to dash just a little bit. Actually, wait, do you? It's Goku Black. I might just hit automatically.
What automatically? Like
After
what
vanish.
Yeah, you can just do the auto combo. That's automatically. There's no timing to it.
I wonder why he's dropping.
I
Dropping.
mean, they have been dropping like simple DMBs, so that doesn't surprise me like that much.
Hey, no, it's dropping. Oh, yo, that was a bit weird. That was nice.
Okay, don't drop it. Nice. No drop. That's good. So right now he can actually do a very good mix actually with EX teleport. Oh, he did, but no confirm. Damn.
And can't you like jump cancel it or jump install it, and then you can sort of just float back to the other
Oh
side?
yeah, you can like not after level 3, but obviously like with the assist Regino has, you can definitely do that mix, and that's a very good mix. I don't even think Goku Black's main issue is this mix. I don't think that's his problem. His problem is that he has so many moves, like his God Slicer, they nerfed it. It isn't like it was in Season 1. And also the fact that if you, for example, block, by the way, great to age, if you block the EX God Slicer, you can just rage it. Like, why does he have these kind of issues? And also, after the EX dive, you cannot combo afterwards unless you super dash, which always gives you more scaling than it should be. So these are like small problems that could be fixing very easily that would benefit him a lot.
I just
I
hate
don't
his
know.
dive kick is on plus. Like, it's really weird. I'm like, in most games I play, I'm like, yeah, you hit someone with the dive kick or they block it, it's super plus. But I guess maybe because Goku Black is like fast. I don't know.
I mean, if you compare to like Blue's cycle is like so much better because he can actually mix afterwards with it, and Black just cannot. It's just a dive in which he can not even combo if he doesn't have SC or he already used SC. So it's like, why? Why can every character do it but not Goku Black?
Because he was too good at the start of the game because we didn't know how to play the game. Oh, remember the start of the game? Teams.
Start of the game, I really want to go back to the start of Dragon Ball. I had the most fun with it. I didn't care about anything. I was just having fun, like just playing whatever I wanted.
Oh, nice GH. You say that right, but that was a time where guard cancel was bad, and you couldn't spark and block.
True, but I mean, since Dragon Ball was my first new fighting game, I wasn't really realizing it, so it was just like normal for me.
But do you realize how cursed it is now, going back?
Oh yeah. Oh, Dragon Ball Fighter Season 1 is a party game. That should not be a competitive game.
And we played it, oh my goodness. Good times, good times.
I mean, in my opinion, Season 1 is way more fun than Season 3. Like, Season 3 is more like better overall, but when it comes to fun, Season 1 was the most fun. And in Season 3, unfortunately it's like the most driest season because they nerf so many things and just remove the fun of the game. Like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it since they nerfed a lot of things in season 3.
I think they made it more entertaining to watch in season 3, but like maybe less fun to play because in season 1 and 2, by the way, great comeback for Lanero.
True. He made the S4 coming. That's great.
But yeah, in season 1 and 2, we had set game plans that like you see all the time, right? Like in season 1, it was Bardock level 3. And then in season 2, it was like, oh, we're snapping people. Now the game plans sort of vary depending on what team you play, right? Which is nice. It's pretty cool.
It is nice, for sure, but still, like, don't nerf characters like GT Goku, SSJ Goku, Yamcha. It's like nerfs that really trigger me. Like that 2M nerf. Wow, they really had to do him like that. Like base Goku is better in every way. In every way. Or maybe not assist, but that's debatable because base Goku also has a great assist. But he has a command grab and the 2M. Goku has a command grab and the 2M. SJ Goku has, well, an overhead that's 24 frames and no 2M. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, the 2M changed, and I remember the exact line. They were like, we wanted to differentiate him from different Gokus. And it was like, so you just wanted to make him worse than other Gokus.
Yeah,
like,
that was such a bad decision.
But anyway, sorry, back into the game before me and Mr. Popo have a podcast chat. But if you guys give us 50 subs, we'll do that.
I would be down for it.
Yeah, just to sit there and chill and talk about Dragon Ball, but maybe another day.
Ooh, no confirm.
Ooh, caught him landing.
Please finish your combo, please.
Yeah, this one, please. Yes! Yes!
Fine.
No! Okay,
it does, alright. It does a lot of damage, but who knows.
Hey, now, Regina, sorry. Up one character.
Wow.
Ooh, confirm. Well, I think it should confirm.
Death? Yes, death.
Should be one bar as well. Like, Broly's confirmations from like straight hits are so good. You can go into like EX dive and headbutt. So good. He's corner pretty much all the time.
Oh wow.
And as he went through while their beams were clashing there.
Wait, sure. Would have been maybe a little bit risky. Maybe he would have gone counter it since it was a little bit too late. Oh, okay, interesting.
Okay, he's gonna hit the 236S and wow!
Outplayed.
Outplayed by System Mechanic.
If Vanish works, Straight would have worked as well, so please, Rage, it was a huge opportunity.
And you can see Anira trying to run back and just play the slow game, but his one type will connect. And I think, is that Nago in the chat? It says his mom needs to turn off his PC.
Oh yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, same. Don't worry, man. I understand. Can we get Nago's game coming up next? So he doesn't get in trouble this month.
Hey, it's already like, it's almost like 11 PM in Germany.
Oh,
and I actually don't expect that it would take like this long, but it's fine.
Yeah. Ah, 21D. Oh, I'm back. Oh, God.
He could have vanished and avoid taking damage from his level 1, but I think he wanted to save route. Oh. Could have been a 2H again. Oh wow.
Good spark. Nice lockdown. And sparking force from Broly. This is a scary situation because anyone gets hit, they're probably gonna die.
Yeah, especially with TN. Like, I can completely understand why. Fine. I can completely understand why Onio did sparking, because if you get hit like once in TN with TN, who is sparking, you are dead.
And it's gonna work out for him. He's gonna take his second game of Regina. 2-0 the score, unless I'm wrong. Mothership will let me know. 2-0? 2-0?
2-0 should be. Right,
okay, cool.
2-0.
So I think if we can we get Nago versus Whiskey next? I know that's the finale game, but he apparently needs to go to bed. Cool, yeah. So we're gonna get Nago versus Whiskey coming up next. So the young man can go to school. Remember, guys, Dragon Ball is a good game, and it might look like we're doing a lot with it, but make sure you go to school, get your education.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Focus on that, and then lose online later. But looking at the scores, Aniro 3, catching up to Nago, who's on 4, Hayali on Whiskey on 2. But remember, this game coming up next could decide it all. If Nago wins, he is going to be going to 1-2. He's going to be representing, well, I say represent the CBK. He's going to be coming out as the CBK's next young hopeful. But if Whiskey manages to win, it's all to play for. We could have 3-way tie, I think, but we'll see.
True. I mean, since Nago has to go to sleep, I guess, and if a tie happens, I don't know if he can actually play then afterwards. So that could be a problem.
Might have to get the players to play on a different day, which is totally doable, totally fine. But you guys can join us. Mr. Popper might be on commentary again. You never know.
True. I am enjoying it so far. So
yeah,
I definitely enjoy commentating. So I would be down to commentate again.
I think like what?
That was 15. Wow.
Nago is apparently 15 years old. These Dragon Ball kids are just getting younger and younger. We had Popo at 16. Nago at 15. Bloody hell. And the youngest player I know that plays Dragon Ball to a competent level is Tsuyoshi. And he was like 12. And he was smacking up old men at his local.
Yeah. I think he was actually at Evo and playing there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super well. And like, that's how, like, no matter your age, don't worry about it. If you're old, young, just the great thing about fighting games is it doesn't discriminate. You load into the game and you just play. Have some fun.
Exactly. Especially young players are very scary. I mean, especially in a game like Dragon Ball, you don't need to have like 20 years of Street Fighter experience, and it's just enough to hop into the game, actually learn it. Like, Dragon Ball is a great game to start, because obviously it has mechanics like Super Dash, Auto Combo, but it's hard to master since those mechanics, like obviously Auto Combo can still get you, especially like Teen Gohans, but SD gets punished like almost all the time, and you also probably die for it. Auto Combo Spam won't work either at high level like that much, so it's a hard game to, it's a great game to begin with, but a hard game to master, so it's a perfect game actually, like, apart from online.
Actually, even though Dragon Ball Fight was my second serious fighting game, the first game I went to tournament for.
Which was your first one?
Street Fighter 5, unfortunately.
Not a huge fan of it, but okay.
No, neither was I. Actually, so the way it works out is I started playing Street Fighter 5 in 2017. I gave up in 2017. Started playing it again in 2018, and as soon as I got like goldish, and one of my friends was like, "Hey, Dragon Ball's out," and I was like, "Yo, Dragon Ball, that's such a cool game." So I started playing. I was playing Bardock in 18, and I fell in love with the game. And when I was entering tournaments online, you know, the Alistair tournaments and stuff, and then I stopped being good enough to like get anywhere near top 8 for that. So I was like, let me become a commentator, and the rest is history. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Ooh. Okay, Nago in a race against time. Apparently, his mother may turn off the router. So he's really trying to speed on this one, and you can see.
I mean, in a very bad scenario, I can replace Nago if he's fine with it. So, I mean, I can use his team.
Ooh. I mean, it's still not fair. Let's not play around. Oh, yeah, counter. And look, Nago is making all the right decisions to end the game very quickly. He's going to get power up from this. Look, Whiskey, just no blocking. You can't block. It takes too much time.
Wait. Ooh, let's go.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
oh no. I weird spark, but oh no. 5H,
so
it's
bad.
starting again. Only 5H, 2H and M starters.
What's the point of using the elbow?
Oh
It doesn't do much damage.
It's going on.
Oh, they are definitely fighting against time. Like, he gets a hit, but this is such a weird situation. You know what? Yeah, the combos just get better now.
Oh no. Well, you cast him.
Oh, plus.
He tried to manage, he was in the air, so yeah, Uski was plus. But the Williams? Oh no.
I
Wow.
don't know what's going on, but Nago just keeps hitting him, but he's also doing no damage at the same time.
Oh my.
This kid is
Okay.
crazy. He really just wants the game to be over. Snaps him in, says, okay, I'm going to kill your anchor. We'll do it back to front. The mids are connecting. He switched into Nappa. And do you know what? Nappa is the speed on character. Hit 5 hits.
He definitely is. Okay. Cyberman, he's going to. Okay. To our attack, exactly.
Nice.
Could see the X on the hut, so. Good recognition from Nago there.
That's how you
Alright,
tell
yes.
Mr. Popo is a good player, because I didn't see the X, because I wasn't looking at it. It's true, all the children play Nappa. I think it's because, like, he's a very easy to play character. You hit someone, you put them in the mix-up, they die.
Maybe it's time to actually learn Nappa. I've never actually practiced him, but I think it's time if everyone, like every young people play it, then I really want to join them.
You and Silverblades came in like the same sort of batch. You guys were both the young prodigies of Europe. And was that a lot of pressure for you guys? Do you think?
What do you say?
So like you were the young like, what's the? Is it Wunderkid? Like is that the word?
Wunderkid is
Yeah.
German, yes.
That was like that was you and Silverblades. Both of you guys were that. Do you think that's a lot of pressure to have?
I mean, it kind of is if like commentators or like people generally say, oh look at these prodigies, they will do great in tournaments, and then obviously there is some sort of pressure. But like I said, at this point I should not really care, I should just focus on my game. So I'm not that much pressure, and also at the same time I'm trying to play as good as possible.
Okay, Nago trying to do the same. Remember, the pressure for him is coming from his mother in the router. So, oh, the actually nearly worked out, and this should be done right to him.
Yes. Or if he gets a second bar, oh no, he didn't.
Oh,
wow.
could have maybe level 1? I don't know, maybe if it was good, but cool, maybe if he was quicker on it. But,
Alright.
1-0, now go. Still in that race against time, he's got probably about 2 minutes. Yo, you can't go back to you gotta rematch quickly. You can't wait. No wonder now. Yo, Whiskey actually, if Nago's mom does turn off the remote, Whiskey actually has a chance at still winning. So Whiskey,
That would be
if I was you,
unfortunate, though.
I know, but that's all is fair in love and CBK. Anything can happen.
Can we do a vote that I can join? If Nago can't play?
How do I prediction? There we go. How do I? Oh, there we go. I can't start one. I can't start one. Should I jump in for Nago? That's the question. That's the better question. I am.
You have to be
15,
under
check my
18.
passport. Oh my
Under
God.
18.
You guys are calling me old and I hate it because I'm not old. How old am I? I'm 22. I'm not old, I promise. I'm still one of the young boys.
22 is a very young age still, so no worries, dog.
No, man, I'm ready past my prime. I've got 2 years of commentary left in me, at best.
I mean, Luigi is like 30, 31?
But he's good at the game. After a while, people get bored of me shouting at the game. I have an expiry date, man. 50-50 covered in.
I'm expecting you to commentate like even if you are 40 or 50. So.
Wow! Let me retire and die! Like, please! there will come a day when I look at Dragon Ball and I think to myself, God damn, if I have to talk about this cursed Super Dash one more time, I'll cry. Well, 5H stars. Look, he's speedrunning. What? Oh my god, happy birthday!
Oh yes.
Yeah, she's knocking on the door, knocking on the router. No!
Just do the super. It wouldn't change anything anyway.
Oh my god! Sorry. Apologies, headphones users. Nago really wants to go to bed. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we caught Rolling Crush. That's so cool. But I shouldn't shout. I had no to I apologize.
I cannot shout. My mom is sleeping, so I don't want to have the same issue Nago has.
Oh, a Tractable Gohan, but the Super Dash will connect. And this should actually be dead. That Spirit Bomb, eventually. Oh no, you missed the link. I cursed him. I'm sorry.
Oh, cross up, nice.
ABC.
Trade. Almost.
Huh?
Oh, what a
Huh?
block. How? He was in the corner.
I think he might have tried to dash out, but like I'm not too sure. That was really good.
But that looked like that ID hit like meaty, so how was he able to like dash under?
I don't know, man. This is weird.
Please kill, don't do the 50. Ah, it's fine, it's fine. It's not okay.
Yeah, I put this one. Alright. Now one more chance for Whiskey to steal it from Nago.
Twitch. Just throw it out. Just throw it to Twitch.
Oh, he dropped the 5H. There it is.
That should be death.
Yep. And with that, I think Nago. No, he wants one more mix. Bro, your mom's at the door. You don't have time. And you know what? Tactical move. He went for a 21 hit DR so he could save time. Nice.
True. It was an intentional 21 hit DR, so it's fine.
But yeah, Nago will take the CBK. 2-0. It's going to be uncatchable. Whiskey will lose out. And even though no one else can win at the moment, I think we're still going to play out the rest of the games. Let's give you guys some entertainment. Damn.
That's great.
You should train up Nago. You should train him as your...
I can prepare him for wanted. Can. Obviously. True. Yeah, I have to tell her it's a very important date next week, so he has to train. Cut off school for 1 week. Nah, don't do that. Don't do
like,
that.
how was
Don't do
like
that.
telling your parents? Yeah, I'm a pro Dragon Ball player. You know.
I mean, my father is actually like pretty okay with it. My mom is like, if you get a bad grade, you will never be able to play again. So it's like, okay.
No pressure.
I don't even think that's like the biggest issue. So I don't want to get a like punch in my face. So I'm practicing for my exams. Like if I have to practice for exams, I'm not playing this game. Like for sure.
That's the best way to go about it, because at the end of the day, Dragon Ball will only be here for maybe one or more years. But you will have to live with your education for the rest of your life. So all the kids out there in the chat and also watching the VOD or whatever, stay in school, but also don't stay in school if you don't have to. Go do what is good for you. Take an apprenticeship, whatever. But yeah, also don't tell your mom I said that, because then she'll come for me, and I don't want any of that responsibility at all. Bloody hell. But yeah, that's the CBK technically done. We'll keep going though. Give you guys some entertainment.
So how many games are still left?
I think it's like 3 or 4. Okay, so I'm absolutely wrong. It's Onira versus Rice and Rice versus Regina. Okay, cool. 2 games. Okay, cool. I mean, it's up to them. They are allowed to do whatever they want, and we're not going to stop them. Dunk said it's okay to not to go. Do not tell your mom I told you not to go to school. Please, I will get in trouble.
My mom will definitely find out your address. I'm sorry, Dunk. So.
Oh, I'm not trying to first to find Popo's mom. I won't win.
You don't.
But if you do have an opportunity, make sure you talk to your parents, because I think we're living in a different age now, where like being a gamer is a viable option, kind of sometimes if you're good at what you do. But also you need a fallback plan for sure. Like you need something to be able to fall back on, like a degree or like any form of education. Because as easy it is to get good and like be very strong in a fighting game, it's very easy to stop being good. So yeah, stay in school, kids, but also subscribe with your mom's bank card to C4IQ. Make sure you get the long number, the expiry date, the address, and the 3 numbers on the back, and donate to C4 so that he can keep providing this wonderful entertainment. How do I do? No, Nago, do not touch your mom's bank card, please. It was a joke. Nago, stop. Go to bed.
I will definitely go to bed like as soon as possible. Yeah. I wouldn't want to deal with my mom in that scenario, especially.
Yep. Bro, I'm just not trying to get kids in trouble today. Like, I feel bad now.
Also, by the way, Rice definitely changed up his team.
Yeah, he's now playing 2 characters only. He's playing Gohan and Goku.
I only see 1 character, to be honest.
Oh, yo, and even then it's not a character until he levels up. So Rice is really just playing no characters.
Oh, he really sparked for Zamasu, okay.
For who?
Ah, yeah, you're right. For who again?
Until Pfizer comes back, I don't think we'll care about Zamasu.
I mean, Ropus is a very strong Zamasu, so...
True, but Griffiths plays Jiren as well, doesn't he?
He does, but not when he's playing Zamasu. When he plays Zamasu, he plays, well, obviously Zamasu, Baby, and Beerus, and that's such a strong
really
team.
good team.
Yeah.
Does he play Baby B?
Yeah, he does.
I think Baby B is such a good assist for like if you want to zone or like play Keyboard. Really.
Especially like for Zamasu, who has like issues in neutral, and that basically fixes like his main problem, because he has mix, he has good Oki with his Blaze of Judgment, so that's a very strong Shell Baby in Zamasu.
But I do think once people finish your play, bro. Oh dear, and he might be able to get Gohan out of here if he wants. I'm not sure if I would.
I would, yeah. Exactly.
Well, at this point, that Gohan is dead. I want limit break Goku as soon as possible.
True, I mean, but that
Day
that,
1, day 2.
Oh
my god, he's taking us back to season 2. A throwback to SSJ Goku.
I miss this character, but I cannot play him. Like, if I use his 2M, I don't know, I want to throw up my monitor. It's so bad.
The thing is that I don't even think beams are that good anymore. I'm more using like Kefla assist, 21 assist, those kind of
True,
things.
because they actually can give you a combo. And I don't know, I need his 2M.
Yeah.
I need it.
It was so good when you could actually do 2M as not a meme.
Exactly, and also just confirming it, like if you do an IAD, oh wow, what a JH. If you do an IAD, please don't do loops. Why are you doing loops? The character was dead. You had 7 bars.
I need that clip. I need that clip to we'll use it somewhere. Please don't do loops. I will do loops.
No, you are dead.
Mr. The brother sounds so upset for him. Oh my god, you should be. Actually, he's on his last character.
Exactly.
Oh, this is awful. Yes, sparking though. And both these characters are one touch. Change the
Change
feature.
feature. Oh wow, what's happening? Dash block, nice. Oh wow.
I don't know why that hit, but maybe Rice just not ready to block afterwards. And now it's all up to Super Saiyan Goku.
So, it's already 1-0, so...
You're learning, see, not even Tokyo. Good job. See, Papa would have given something other, man.
I don't see this guy, like... I really like Rice, like, he's my German bro, but... Yeah, not with SSJ Goku, I'm sorry, Rice.
The thing is, like, any situation you want to play SSJ Goku, you just look at yourself and you're like, I could play any other character in the game because... Before, it's like, oh, I'm playing SSJ Goku because he has a beam. And it's like, oh, well, now everyone else has a beam. Like, there's no reason to play him.
That was already, like, a good enough nerf. Like, the only SSJ Goku was played because no one plays Goku Black because he's trash. And SSJ Goku was actually solid enough, and considering that he has a beam, it's even better. But now everyone has a beam. So, Kid Buu has a beam, and he's definitely stronger than SSJ Goku. And Japan also, like, plays Kid Buu C a lot. So that already fixed the problem. That 12 nerf was... They are so unnecessary.
Well,
I'm kind of upset that they didn't choose West City Destroyed because Trunks and Zamasu can get a dramatic finish.
well, we can barely do B&Bs today. Like,
I mean, well, that's true, but considering that like 1005 H's got hit, I mean, there's still a chance that there's a dramatic finish.
You're right, absolutely. For that, Zamasu has to live. Oh, he jumped out and nearly got the free jump.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, there's a kid in the chat who says he's going to take his title as the youngest wanted member. How old are you, Fruit? There's, like, is he 13? There's no way, right? Yeah, there's no way. Oh my god.
40. Wow.
They're just getting younger and younger. We can't stop them. Yo, Popo, you are literally old to these guys.
I'm actually old. I'm feeling old right now. Like, I was like 17, pretty young, but there are people like Aku, 15. Oh wow, what a grab. And 40? Wow. I mean, I was playing like, I don't know. I was playing Mario Kart or I don't know, I'm not fighting games, so... Oh, that's really impressive.
It's really nice to see like the younger generation get into it. It's really, really cool.
Oh, I don't know what you will try to do. Maybe like up back, because I didn't see any counter hits, so I don't
Shouldn't that work? What's his going? Because 5 is low hitting.
It's true, but it's a 6 framer, so if it was 7 frame, yes, but not with 6 frames.
Okay. Plus frames.
Wow.
I don't think he was ready for that, and I wasn't either.
Don't do loops.
yeah, don't do loops. As like a summer that would be sick. Please don't do loops. Like, you have to remind yourself you're online. Also, they're kids, so they're just like... Well, I mean, I don't know if anyone likes it.
Like, Oniwo would have killed Rise out of Gohan, and obviously Oniwo's Bluku would have been alive, but now his Bluku is dead, and Rise out of Gohan is alive. So, in a tournament, in an offline tournament situation, this gets you. Like, this is a very bad situation. But that was very good.
It's really confusing because they make such weird decisions sometimes, but he just jailed a super dash. Like, my brain.
Not easy to do, so props to Oniwo. Oh, wow.
Oh, they confirmed.
Just keep pressuring him. You have mix like DR or EX overhead. That's a very good mix. Oh wow.
That's the best mix. Level 3 awaken. I3 is the same age as I am, but he's just months younger. Okay, so you guys are good. Yeah. You have a bunch of kids to train up in Germany for the next. Oh my.
What did I tell you? No! You can have killed.
No. No, Mr. Popo. No, he didn't want to. Alright, be you?
Yeah, okay. What? Why? Like, this is got buffed? Is it like sort of hilarious?
You guys can't hear C4, but he is cracking up. Oh my goodness. Now, do you know, if J3's in the chat, you need to get Mr. Popo on for what's it called? A podcast, because it'd be great content, honestly. But one hit for Nero to take this one.
Ah, back. No! Oh my god, it's finished. That's stopped. Okay. Just. Like, Rise should not throw out any Keyblades or Kamehamehas. That's way too scary, but. Oh my god. My confirm was scary. No, don't do risky stuff, please. No.
You could, like.
You cannot even vanish. It doesn't do anything if you hit him. Alright, it happens. Yeah.
Yo, Mr. Popo is actually a player through and through. Yeah, Popo is like, if I was in the game, this is what I would be doing. This is exactly what I'd be doing. This is what I'd be thinking. And it's so great. Oh my god. But also, shout out to the guys in chat. Now going through, apparently, they're both 14, 15 years old. And they have the same first name. And they're from the same country. So these guys are gonna, they're like the Goten and Trunks of this class of Dragon Ball players. So everyone, they are our children, we'll take care of them and train them up. Alright? This is why you guys can't say naughty stuff in chat like you were saying before. Oh. Yeah, the youngest, yeah, that's what we have to call him. He's the youngest wanted warrior. Yeah, you guys have to fuse together and beat the adults and wanted.
Yeah, just be like people like Kaiden. I mean, it's not that hard. Just win. I mean,
barrier assist won't hit you. It's only one assist he plays.
Yeah.
So.
Nothing will happen. Just do anything. Just blood.
Yep. Yeah,
true. Oh, that tournament was one of the hardest I've ever entered. Like we've played, I don't know what time the tournament has ended, but it was way too late, if I remember correctly. Oh, it was fun though. It was fun. It was a great tournament.
I remember watching it back and it was super duper hype because this was the time where Jilla was like unstoppable.
Exactly.
And then Jilla partnered with Wade. It's like, wow, no one's gonna beat that, but you guys managed to pull out the bag, so that was sick.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, Yashin Kaiden, my bad. Oh, Yashin Kaiden. Damn, they're so good. There's so many good French players, and like when you look at the top 5 French players, after you go past the top 5, they're still insane. They're still so good.
Like it's hard to actually like select the French players if you do like a 5v5 tournament. So you actually have to like think about what players should be selected. In like countries like obviously, especially in Germany, it's easy like to pick 5 players. Or I think also in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about it though, but like in France, you definitely have a variety of choice.
See, that's why we have to challenge them at commentating guys, you know? Because then
True.
it's easier. Then
I'm a commentator now. I can join.
Oh my god, wait. Himios, Popo, Xerox commentated. Yeah, no, that's a very strong team.
I mean, you are commentators now, so. And you are a commentator as well, Dank, so it should be a decent battle.
I mean, I'm also not a player. I don't play the game. I'm not good at Dragon Ball, so find somebody else.
I mean, I did not play Dragon Ball in a while, like really playing Dragon Ball, so maybe I'm washed, so who knows.
The thing is, I have beaten Mr. Popo before in the past. I beat him once. And I will take that one victory and go with it. On stream. It's on stream. Somewhere.
I think it was one of my very first streams, and I was playing OB Assassin's team. And we were playing some games, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And yeah, you did.
Yep. And I ran away with that win, and I said, I'm going home. No one can stop me.
I mean, if you want, we can run it back after after CBK.
Yo, it's my bedtime. I got work tomorrow.
Alright, I can understand you know, it's completely fine.
Yo, maybe another. Do you know, it has been a long time since we played. Maybe another day, to be honest.
I think last time we played was in a tournament. I think it was good as. Was it good as playing? I think, or maybe it was in a different tournament. Double KO. I think it was double KO.
I remember double KO. The first. Was it you or Obi? I took a game.
I think it was OB, if I remember correctly.
Because I remember the first game being like kind of close, and the second game I just got rushed, and I was like, wow, this is true strength.
I think when we played, I think it wasn't even a decisive game. It was actually like pretty, like no rush or anything. So you did pretty well.
I'm just.
You are definitely one of the better players when it comes to like the commentators. That's for sure. I know that.
I'm definitely the best in the world, but like. That's still not enough. As we see, I have to up in the background.
Oh no.
I think I'm. There's no American commentator that can beat me. No, I'll say that.
I don't think so. Yeah, I agree.
But in Europe, yeah, loads. Helios, C4, Damascus can probably beat me. I think Damascus can beat me. I played him the other day, and it was like, wow, he's actually like. He's a lot better than I thought, but I still would beat him. But he could beat me, you know. The what's it called? The possibility is that with American commentators, there's no chance. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, American commentators, and that's all of that. Jake Ryan, Posey, Romanova, Sticks. I don't care who you are. No American commentators beat me. Sorry about that.
And if you had Warwick, we could actually make a real tournament.
It'd be too free for Europe. Like EU versus NA, Europe would win. So free. Oh, bro, not even close. Come on, man.
I mean, if it was EU versus NA, we would have been like EU versus. Oh no, NA. Yeah, you're right. I thought you were saying East Coast. My bad.
No. East Coast is too easy. We have to do all of America.
Oh. I don't think anything.
I think Bomb is smoking dope. You're smoking something.
Nah, I thought you were saying like the competitors, like, you know, like the French people against like the American people.
Wait, like players or commentators?
Players.
Oh, I mean, that's easy France. Like France beats East Coast, for sure.
To be honest, I would put my money on France, but I don't think it would be that easy, to be honest.
I don't think it'd be easy, but I think because you have really good American players like Nitro, like East Coast. It's like Nitro. I think I'm not counting like Sonic Fox's house, but Nitro Pred are really really strong. And I still think they have other good players. Access, I think, could take games.
Access is very smart player. Like I've watched Bump's birthday bash, and Access played so good.
But I still think like you look at Kaiden, Kane, Wawa, they're strong. All of them are strong. Anyway, there are games going on in the background.
By the way. Is that? Yeah, that's okay.
Alright. Rice, down a character. You can't put money on Kane games, it's 100% a 50-50.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. 21 hit the eye again.
Don't worry about it. You didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I also... Oh my... Again!
Yo, imagine getting, like, reset into the DR, and then you do 21 hits. That would hurt me more. Because first of all, you called me out. So, oh my god! Yo, that was me and Mr. Popo commentating the CBKs. Hope you guys had fun. We'll catch you guys next. Jesus Christ. Bro, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes from this guy.
I think Royce is like throwing a bit, like he was DIing like 2 times in a row on wake up, so I don't know what's happening.
Maybe you got level 3, maybe you tried.
Or maybe you tried to level 3. Oh, alright.
Is this a comeback?
No. I'm sorry.
Anyone know why Regina omits J2H in Krillin combos? No. No, we don't know. Oh, DR, try to catch it there.
See?
We try to reflect. His sparkles run out. Oh my god, he's actually gonna make the classic SSJ comeback, isn't he?
Is this death? Damn. I think he should have done the horizontal one, because it does more damage than the downwards one.
Yes.
So it does, as far as I know, it does a little bit more damage.
You know, I'm so sad that they missed. They got rid of double supers from SSJ Goku specifically. Like that was so cool. Like this into upwards beam was so cool.
They give him his 2M and his double super, and he's in a perfect position. Like he isn't top tier. Like still after the potential buffs he can get, he's still not top tier. But he's a solid character that. Oh no. I think he's still safe though. No, 82. No, you are always safe with TN. Damn. That wasn't necessary.
Oh.
Don't go for the.
No loops. Don't be loops. Oh.
Where is it?
Ooh.
Wow, they did the same thing. Super dash into Keyblast.
Oh, and his super dash finally works.
Nice, he gets the combo. Okay. Okay.
Right. Because he uses jump cancel, yeah, he can't do much. All of that just to be vanished though. It's kind of sad.
I think if you don't have a knockdown anymore, doing like the Kamehameha into like knockdown is like a good replacement, but you shouldn't do a key blast. If you well add a key blast into your combo, you will get landing recovery, which basically means you cannot like actually pressure them afterwards because you have landing recovery. If you hit them while they are blocking and you are in the air, it will mostly be a JL. And since he has like 10 frames of landing recovery, you can mash out of it. So don't do a key blast within the combos.
I didn't know that. That's actually good knowledge. Not that we see SSJ Goku that much anymore, but I never knew that. You learn something new every day.
If you like see Goichi playing SSJ Goku like back in season 2, you would always see like he's doing like Tatsu into Kamehameha without the key blast.
It's 1-1, so winner will take it. And still, there's a Zamasu for Rice. Will get grabbed by your past self. And it's actually crazy the 180 that we did on Zamasu. Because like, before he was good and now he's just the worst character in the game.
I mean, it's hard to believe actually that he's considered one of the worst characters, even though someone, Sonic Fox, actually won with Zamasu. Oh, nice jump. No punish. Oh wow.
Oh, this is big
I think this can actually hit. Or not? No. Okay. Interesting backdash. Oh no.
Looking from the JL. Beam comes through and he's been mixing it up actually. Between the command grab and that beam.
The panic sweep. Here I can clearly see. Oh, what is happening?
Wait, that clash was super dash. What is going on? Up beam! Oh! What the hell? Yo!
This is a different game. This is not Dragon Ball. I've never seen someone do Kamehameha, upwards Kamehameha. Never. Wow. I didn't even know he can do that.
Yo, did you know Soul could do it too?
I can? I think, yeah, I already knew it, but SJ Goku? Wow.
Soul can do up beam too, but Soul's up beam is like actually a lot worse.
This is actually Dragon Ball. This is actually Dragon Ball.
It's
51 hit, yeah, again, but I didn't see it.
You didn't see anything, control? Learning quickly. But he's gonna get the kill. Nice.
That's good. Alright, only one character left.
So C4, just let us know, both these guys are fighting for their pride and honor to not be in last place. And honestly, that is just the biggest fight is to qualify for wanted.
So weird to see Goku Black Beers. I'm not used to it. It's like, it shouldn't be a rule. I don't know.
Yeah, he had so many other choices for like if they gave him his dive kick.
Is C? I think his C assist is a dive fake.
If they gave him God Slicer as his assist.
Oh, wow. Like, make it like as fast as like the H God Slicer.
That's...
He's going to do a little free again. I knew it. It's like...
yeah. These games, Mr. Popo, you don't have to commentate these. Don't worry about it.
Well, Regino takes it 2-1. Nice.
Mr. Popo is already good at his job. But yeah, that'll be it. Takes it 2-0. And I believe that is the end of our CBK stuff for today, right? So we are all done. So thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you to Mr. Popo to my right. And thank you to C4, Mothership up there, for holding us down. And is there anything we need to say? Anything you want to say, Popo, before we go?
Yeah, I really enjoyed commentary. Like, seriously, it was so much fun to actually like see new players and trying to commentate what is going on, and that's not an easy job. Like, huge props to the commentators who can like constantly commentate what is going on the screen, and that's not an easy task to do, like, for sure. And like I said, it was so much fun commentate, especially with you, Dunk. Like, I'm proud I can actually commentate with you, so it was definitely a very good time. And thank you, C4, for also letting me in to commentate with CBK today.
You know I ain't got plenty plugs. Subscribe, follow, always. That's it. Subscribe, follow. I am C4IQ. That's it. That is my plug. Popo, you got anything to plug?
Plug? Plug? I mean, he's another player, right? So he's always scary.
No, I mean like your social media stuff, dude.
Oh! I thought you meant the player.
No, we don't care about plugs.
Social media, I mean, if you want to actually see me play the game, you know, I have a Twitch channel. I've been streaming like a lot actually, like compared to my other stream periods, I guess you can say. But it depends on, because of my exams, so probably a stream will come on weekend, like Friday or Saturday. So if you want to catch me there, just follow me on my Twitch channel. That's it for me. Oh, yeah, I have a Twitter. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I also have Twitter. Post, or not really post, but say some tweets, but I'm not really that active on Twitter, so Yeah, but if you want to follow me there, then I also have a Twitter.
Oh, I have to say bye apparently, but it's never goodbye. I'll see you guys sometime soon.
Yeah,
It's farewell.
bye. Till next time.
Are we up? Are we okay? Oh, can you still hear us?